world forged in blood, but torn by tragedy. In a time before gods were merely legends, there is a tale of a group of unlikely heroes who changed everything. They conquered their fears and the fears of God to save us all. This is their story.
Not any warning I gave everyone. It's been a while, guys.
What's up, losers?
we were not scrambling to get everything ready at the very last minute, but hey,
we never
we're
do
here
that.
now.
Nope.
And to
Some of us wasn't
recap
late.
for everyone, we finished off last time, and everyone here took out probably the most intense. I don't know. It was a combat that I was expecting to go very differently. I was expecting you guys to have to try to steer the ship to run away.
It was a bulky
and
mod.
you guys instead used it to kill the tentacle. So, as such, everyone, I've buffed some Pokemon.
Woo!
You guys finish as the tentacle sinks into the ocean. It's now late afternoon. Kenji, whoa! We did it! I told you it was real.
I never doubted you for a second, Kenji.
Oh, well, I guess we go back now.
Unless there's another monster that you need us to fight and defeat.
Oh yeah, we could totally go around too.
You notice as Kenji's kind of like starting to like feel like he's lost purpose. He's having an existential crisis as he's kind of like, wow, let's just get back. If you guys want to rest, there's some beds under the deck. Delmise and I can take us back.
Oh, Kenji, what did you do before this?
What do you mean?
What were you before this white whale?
It was blue.
What were you before this blue tentacle monster?
A fisherman.
Wouldn't you like to go back to fishing?
Well, yeah, I've never stopped.
Well, then I suppose you have that to look forward to.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm sure the people back home will be very, very excited.
Should we try to... I mean, I look over and, like you said, it like has sunken.
Oh yeah, it's sinking fast. The tentacles and weight of everything.
Should you think we grab something off of it to prove that we've dealt with the problem?
I think it. He looks over and like you can't even. You wouldn't even know that it was here.
I suppose it's a bit too late.
Why would they not believe us, Presnick?
Yes. Why wouldn't they believe Kenji? He's totally trustworthy.
You know, you're absolutely right. Kenji, you're a stand-up citizen, and I think your word carries a great weight.
Roll me a
We're gonna try
persuasion or deception check, whichever you think fits better.
Well, if I recall, Presnick failed an insight check pretty badly against Kenji when they first met.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's persuasion.
You kind of just see Grayson kind of like open mouth, emotions full on his face. Just
It's a 12.
It's a 12. I just pulled up his stats.
If I convince him that
he looks at you, tears welling in his eyes. Why? Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
Of course I am. I'm right about everything. Don't make me re-roll.
He got a nat 1. Yeah, so he's a new lease on life. He takes up the helm, which, if you remember correctly, on the way out he wasn't steering, but now he has a sense of pride that Presnick has imbued in him. As he
crush him, Presnick. Crush his pride.
as he sails on, and you guys are welcome to stay up for a little bit, chat some more, or we can skip ahead to the next day. Whatever you want to do.
While it's still fresh, I'm gonna note down anything that came off as rememberable about this giant tentacle Pokemon,
It big.
It being big for one, and like the journey it
Mini
took to
bean.
got here, how the Pokemon acted, and how Delmise was kind of like in a trance.
Yeah, give me an insight check. DC's going to be low, but I'm not going to give you advantage just because you're retroactively kind of, now that things are over,
Okay.
looking back.
Insight check. What do I have for that? Oh, not bad. A 5.
It was really big. It was really big. The coloration was different. And it had some swirls of colors in those big bulbs on its head that you're pretty sure Tentacruel don't normally have.
No, I don't know.
But other than that, you just, I don't know, the scariness of combat and the rush of your lives being at danger makes it a little hard to remember.
Where are we?
I'm not supposed to read this.
Those are
Very good
random
question.
names. Sorry.
You generating some random names?
No, it still had the session notes from our last session pulled up, and I just realized that Caleb's sitting right here could see all of them. And I was like, they're just random names. There's nothing you can see.
Oh,
I was like, it's okay. Even with my glasses, I can't really see that far.
Gotcha. Anything else?
Kenji, I have the utmost confidence in your abilities, so much so that I will close my eyes and not open them until we've returned.
Are you gonna sleep, or are you just gonna? Okay, you just gonna close them. Okay. Anybody else?
No, Grayson's just in disbelief at the conversation that just happened. And I'll like kind of, I'm smaller than you, I'm assuming, but I'll kind of like carry you to bed.
No, you might be about the same size. I'm kind of a kid, and you're
Yeah,
like
fair,
in
yeah,
politics. Yeah.
To remind everyone, everyone's about late teens, early 20s.
Yeah.
So.
Who's the old man?
Kenji.
Yeah, Kenji. So yeah, if nobody's doing anything else, the waves crashing along the side of the boat, knowing, and the peace of mind that there's no more threat at sea, makes an easy time to rest.
The monsters are gone.
Everybody gets a long rest. If you want to swap out any Pokemon, you feel free to do so now. You can do it in the sheet.
Okay.
On your player, if you don't remember, on your player main sheet, there's some drop downs for Pokemon. You can swap one of them out.
Is Elmer supposed to be on here?
Elmer is supposed to be on yours. Is it not in your drop down?
I don't think it is, but it'll be okay.
Who's Elmer again?
Oh, yeah, he's right there.
Yeah, he's there.
I see it. Thank you.
Elmer's the Fanfi.
Oh, okay.
Shy little Elmer.
Good job. And everyone gets a long rest. While you guys are doing that, who would probably be the first one awake? You guys doing anything to wake up when you wake up, or?
I think Presnick's, again, very, very happy to sleep as late as he needs to. He feels completely safe in Kenji's stable hands,
Gotcha.
stable mind.
I'm going to use Drowsy to put me to sleep because I'm really worried that Kenji's driving this boat now.
Those are two different things.
to be fair, Kenji's at the helm, but Delmise is still also in the front of the boat, basically steering it. Yeah. But yeah, so Drowsy,
Yeah.
as he puts you to sleep. You guys are awoken by a large door opening, light streaming through from out above, in the harsh sea. He's just, we're back. You guys gotta get off. I gotta start fishing. Up, out.
Kenji, oh my gosh,
We got a late start because we had to come back in, but
Do you have any
you didn't take your time.
it's been hours.
How long has it been?
I don't know. I fell asleep at some point.
You what?
Are we in the right town?
Kenji, I trusted you.
Man, Delmise got us. He doesn't need to sleep.
Drowsy, thank you. So, what? Okay.
Come on, out.
Okay. All right. And I'll start to get up and I'll kind of, Presnick,
Yeah, I'm getting up, making my way out.
I've got to go.
As we exit, are there like people gathered around the docks, like
I'm assuming we're at the dock where his house is.
Yeah. If you want to look further than what I'm about to give you, you can make a perception check. But
Sure.
I'll give you a general description. As you guys breach the underside of the boat and peer out, and your eyes start to adjust to the sunlight, there's a much different scene on the dock than when you left it. People are bustling about. There's many boats out at sea, fishing when previously everyone was fishing off of the docks. Even though the weather is the same today, everything seems brighter. Everyone seems to be in a hurried, happy mood.
Okay.
You even see off in the distance the dockhand who came to collect you guys at the guard tower, untying his boat and hopping in and getting ready to set sail. So, yes and no to answer your question. There's less people, but it's a lot busier. People seem to be.
I don't remember the guy's
advantage.
name, and I don't think Presnick would either. But seeing
He-
the guy
he
that
didn't- he didn't give you guys.
Yeah,
he
exactly.
was not
So
up
you-
for the talking.
he getting up on the deck, we did it! Hey, you! There was a monster, and we got him. Us. We did it.
I mean, sure, maybe something happened. Thanks, I guess. I'm going out to fish. Do you need anything else?
Well,
Do you have any fish?
No, I'm going out to fish.
Oh,
do you have any like bait fish? I think is what he's asking.
no, I'm hungry.
Not,
You can eat
not
the
yet.
bait
Come,
fish.
come back in about an hour, and I'll be probably bringing in my first load. The fish are biting like crazy today. Yeah.
So you're saying we fixed the problem?
Maybe I don't know, man. I woke up today and there were no scary Pokemon in the sea.
You're welcome.
Okay.
It's not difficult to draw conclusions, you see. We left on the boat at night. We came back. The fish were not biting. Now they are biting. There's no...
Okay, yeah, cool. I believe you. Thank you if you did do something, but I gotta go.
Great.
Thank you was all we needed. Just this one. Well, he was such a grump whenever he
was
came
an
in.
ass.
It wasn't a dickweed. We did fix it, and we're gonna prove it.
We're gonna drop you in the middle of the ocean to go and see the big squid.
Yeah.
Do you want to know how big the sea monster was? Too bad I'm not telling you.
Okay.
Presnick, you told him.
Cool. Again, if you want some fish, come back in about an hour.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah. Bye. And he finishes loading up and he starts yelling for his help. to
Are
get on
they
the
free?
boat. He's gone.
He's not letting us harass
He's
us for
ignoring-
I like to imagine through the entire conversation that we were having and through him like leaving the dock, Zircon was out and just
He was your hype man by eyes only.
yeah.
Yep. Cool. So, Kenji will say, I mean, you might want to go and tell the guards people what you did, but otherwise, I'm back out. If you need somebody to vouch for you, I'll be back here tonight.
Yeah, we need to go talk to that captain. I forgot her name.
Kenji, you just keep doing what you do. You're the best.
Old Miss Busy Pants.
Yeah.
He puts an arm on your shoulder and he says, "Oh, you're not so bad yourself, son."
My lab coat is white. I'd like to keep it.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt your reputation with old Kenji. There.
Oh no!
Just see a big giant grease stain on your shoulder now.
Oh, thank you. I do really appreciate it. You're the best at what you do, which is handling fish all day.
And telling stories. Phenomenal.
Excellent storyteller.
Well,
When given the exact inspiration that you need.
thank you.
You're very welcome.
I'm gonna be off now.
All right, you go fishing.
If you forgot anything on the boat, it's mine. And he turns around and walks off.
Wow.
I love this guy. I'm gonna miss him.
Drowsy.
Make sure you got all your Pokemon.
This is the equivalent of our Bye Bye Butterfree episode.
Oh my god.
Bye Bye Butter Kenji.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys making your way to the guard tower?
Yeah.
President, I cannot believe he was
the dumbest
actually.
decision to give up Butterfree for no reason.
Yeah, it was pretty dumb.
He did
He
that
had
a
to
lot in
live
Gen
his
1.
life.
He did.
But yeah, so you guys are making your way to the guard tower, or the guard building headquarters. Walking back through town. Again, the further away you get from the docks, the less prevalent it is, but people seem to be busier, kind of a newer lease on life, just happier than they were before, where people were kind of like sulking around, not in a big hurry to get anywhere, not too eager to go about their day because there wasn't much to do.
Yeah.
But now there's fishing to be had. So
And fish to cook.
fish to cook.
Just save this whole town's economy.
Fish fear me. Women want me.
Fish want me. Women fear me.
That's what's on the side of Kenji's boat. That's the name of his boat.
Oh no.
So you guys get to the guards' headquarters, and as you walk in, you see Captain Gerudo,
What does this guy want?
who had been watching Yamato.
Ganondorf looking head ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that Tears of the Kingdom is out, it's a lot more prevalent that my subconscious named this guy after the Ganondorf's race. But yeah. So you guys walk in, and he's putting a blanket
He's punching.
over someone.
Like over their face?
No, just like they're on a couch. He's like putting a blanket.
like-
Oh my god!
No.
I thought they were dead.
No. Sorry.
Like
No, you're fine. You're fine.
For those of you who don't remember, Hana was very sleep deprived.
Ah, yay! Hana's getting her nap.
Yeah.
Gerudo turns around. She's dead.
I killed her.
Get your sleep, kids.
She's gonna sleep
important.
now forever.
It's the most important meal of the day.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Puts the pillow right over her head.
She's just sleeping.
Josh, can you
kids.
give me a hand with this?
We are ruining my headcanon at this point. I have no
Sorry,
idea
sorry,
what's
sorry.
going on.
Yeah. So you guys walk into the guards room, and Gerudo is essentially tucking in Hana, as he gives her a kiss on the forehead, and he says,
Oh, I ship them.
and he says, "Oh, sorry for taking Metachamp away from you, honey." And he turns back around and he sees you guys. Oh, hi. Well, I'm doing Kenji.
Yeah, you can't undo it.
I can't. It's such a contagious.
It's part of you now.
You turn around, it's just Kenji and a police officer.
He goes.
I found all that shit on my boat.
Found all this shit on my phone. I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh no.
So he turns around and he's like, "Oh, hello. How's what are you guys doing here?"
We're happy to help in any way that we can. We've since about 24 hours ago, I think, or maybe a couple days, we have resolved 2 massive problems in this community. And if you don't have anything else for us, I totally understand. But if you do, we're your guys.
Hana's been sending us out from her book.
Oh, I haven't gotten a chance to look over her reports yet. I've just gotten back. Yamato's not giving us anything else, so we've put some other guards on him, and I came back to relieve Hana, and help out back here. But it does seem like things are a little bit better, and I guess we have you guys to thank partially for that. What exactly did you guys take care of?
Well, first and foremost, we just recently slayed a massive tentacle monster in the ocean. It was very strong, very big. But we fixed it, and now the people are catching fish, so that's good. You will have food. Food is...
Oh, so that Kenji was right?
I had the same exact expression.
I don't understand why you guys doubt him.
Yeah, I'm not appreciating this
anymore.
Kenji shade.
I guess now with everything that we know, I shouldn't be surprised, but at the time, a giant sea monster. I mean, it didn't make sense.
Right, crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgive me for asking. This might be a bit out of line. Is there a harbor master in town? Someone who oversees the dock's operations and makes sure that things continue to move swimmingly.
We kind of assumed that role, but given recent events, we've been spread a little thin, so they've kind of been taking care of themselves.
You should give it to Kenji.
You should give it to Kenji.
Yeah, he'd make a great.
Oh,
He was the
that's-
first one to have-
Yes.
You thought they were looking for money?
Yeah.
One thing.
Also that.
Oh.
President, that is a wonderful idea. He could be almost like a mayor of the docks, if you will.
That's exactly my thought. The man has a sixth sense about the sea and the creatures that live within.
That definitely would help to
That
offload some
so
of our
nice.
work there.
And he's just so trustworthy. Just look at him.
I mean, that would help. I'll have a word with him and see if he's interested later. Thank you. I'll keep
Good
that
luck
in
with that
mind.
conversation.
Is there anything else you guys helped with? I'd be happy to compensate you guys.
Yeah, there was that other thing.
Yeah, with the Genghis Khan and the right horn.
There was
at
an
the
issue
wall?
on the edge of
Yeah.
the sanctuary, I believe. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was you guys as well.
We did that too. Yes.
We've
We've been all over.
Done.
Oh, okay.
We don't
Yeah.
mess around.
We get around. We do.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see.
That's what they said.
How does 75 for each of those events, so 150 a person?
I think
Sound?
that's very generous, and I am more than happy to accept your gracious offer. Consider any other help we offer, at least on my part, pro bono. I'm more than happy to continue helping. That's why we're here. We want your people to be safe, and we want to understand what the hell is going on.
Oh, it's the least we
More than
can do.
anything.
I mean, we pay the guards, and you guys are doing guards work, and that's about what they would make. So,
Okay.
Moving is a deep.
thank you.
We
How
ever had.
when he sees you about, he's gonna say, and how are you holding up?
Try not to think about it and stay busy.
That's fair. Well, I wish I had more work for you guys, but it does seem like you guys have outdone yourselves. All we've got are standard patrolling things going on right now.
Have there been any developments? I know that we've only seen a number of days pass, and that this operation was quite large. But have you heard anything?
If you want to know more, and he kind of looks around, might be best to talk to Daichi, but it's only been a day since they've been gone, so we wouldn't expect to hear anything until
No news is
tonight
good news,
or
then.
tomorrow. Correct.
I see. Well, in the meantime, we may hang around town for a period and wait
Sure.
till we hear more. Perhaps.
I'd like to go talk to the daimyo.
Yes, I believe he's up in his office. Now that things have started to settle down a little bit, he's been locked up there most of the time.
Good.
Safe, thankfully.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
then.
sure the people would like to see him a little bit more, but I know he's got a lot on his mind.
Don't even speak those words in his vicinity, please. He's headstrong enough as it is.
Oh, I know.
Well, then perhaps we'll pay him a visit and then see where we go from there.
How many guards did you leave with Yamato?
Just two. He's locked up. They've got their partners with them too, so plenty of manpower.
Don't forget, you're not just trying to keep him in, you're trying to keep other people out.
Yes, and he looks around again. We're moving him regularly.
I see.
Have you been
Like
able
moving
to
him around the office, or?
And he kind of looks at you like no.
Sorry.
No. And I'd rather not talk about it too much.
Of course. I understand.
No. Crazy kids.
Well, he's not from here, so.
I'm not. He's right.
Fair enough.
Have you been able to find any more sympathizers?
Let's see.
Or
Since last you talked to him, it would have been about 2 days. The interrogations are still going on. More of the ninja have been released back into service. They're taking on less important roles just for safety, but we do believe that we've snuffed out most, if not all, and any who may have averted our gaze, they're too afraid to act out, especially without their leader. So,
as a representative of the remnant of the Yasai clan, if you come across any leads that something bigger might be at play, you're willing to share, very much like to.
of course, but I'm not one for all that espionage or stuff, but I'll keep my ear to the ground and let you know.
I will do the same.
Appreciate it, Mugen. But yeah. With that, I mean, we do have some barracks in the back if you guys are looking to get some rest.
We slept on the
But
boat back in.
otherwise, yeah.
Although I did just decide that if I ever catch an espion, I'm going to nickname them Espionage.
Do you say that in character?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, an espion. Those are quite rare. We actually had, if I'm not mistaken, they evolved from a little fox creature.
An Eevee, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's it. We actually had a kid, be a little bit younger than you guys, walk through here not that long ago with one of them.
With an Espion?
No, with one of the little ones. What'd you call it?
An Eevee.
An Eevee.
These are Pokemon that evolve via evolution stones.
He was from Iki.
He was a researcher?
He was interested in Pokemon.
Really?
Yeah.
How long ago?
Several days ago, probably a couple days before you guys came into town.
Is this the one that we met?
Is his name
Will
Sam?
we remember that?
You give me an insight check. You said, is it Sam?
Inside check?
No, not you.
Oh, okay.
Alex. Precedent, give me an insight check. Sorry. For those at home, I realize you guys can't see who I'm pointing to.
16 on insight.
16 on insight.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you ask again? Sorry, there was like two questions thrown.
Well, I was just trying to remember if that was the same guy. I was.
Oh, sorry. Yours would have been history.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then even better. 17.
Yeah. Yeah, you could reasonably assume that this is him. And whenever Grayson asks, "Is his name Sam?" he'll go, "Yeah, I mean that sounds familiar. I'm pretty sure that's what his name was."
Someone told us about him. I think it was maybe Hana. I believe Hana mentioned him.
You guys did meet a Sam.
Yeah.
Who fits that description, who had an Eevee.
Oh, yeah, this dude. No.
Also, someone else has mentioned him, but it
No.
was the people in the sanctuary who
Do
mentioned
you know
him.
where to find him?
He
Well,
went back-
last I heard, he was going back to his hometown in Iki. You would know that to be
Do you have a family name for him?
just west of Mando, for those at home.
No, nobody.
And what'd you ask?
Do you have a family name for him?
A family name.
Like a last name?
You would know most people here, unless you're of super high importance. You're mostly of a town. It is not so and so
So
it's
that's
not like it
so-and-so.
wouldn't. It wouldn't be like bro or anything like that. You know, it's
So his name's Sam Iki.
Sam of the Hidden Leaf Village.
If you were to refer to him, it would be like you would
It's the
relate
village
like
hidden in
where
the
he's
leaves.
from. So that's
Yeah.
why he's like, yeah, Sam. He was the kid from Iki or whatever.
Sorry, I'm too American.
That was very, very cringe.
Yeah, I know. That's why I did it.
Disadvantage on
Just as
all
long as
rolls.
everyone knows.
Yeah. But yeah, give me Victor, give me a insight check. Since you haven't been doing much talking, you're just looking around, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. Just taking in the shots. 7.
Insight?
He ain't looking at nothing.
Or perception is probably better, but
Just
yeah.
staring at a wall.
7.
So still 7.
He's sleeping.
Not
with
very
Pat.
wise boy, are
Oh
you?
no.
I mean, I've been rolling really low, like
Oh, okay.
5.
You're still waking
Those
up.
dice were doing that to
Cotter.
To Cotter last time he used those.
We might give you a different dice
Yeah.
set.
That was funny.
See a giant
Bad juju on those dice over there.
Yeah, lit full on, full Snorlax. Just
Yeah, so you don't nothing out of the ordinary is noticed. They'll go, yeah, Sam, he's just from Iki. I don't know much else about him.
Sounds like a real tool.
Didn't really talk to him
Iki
too
Sam.
much. He just wandered in and asking a bunch of questions about Pokemon and where you can find them and things like that. He took a little excursion out to the islands to the west and
Did he say which ones he
Caught
was
some
looking for
Pokemon there.
Yeah, which
specifically?
islands did he go to?
just anything rare. So we pointed him over there to those islands, and he took a boat out there and
We can
Came
rent
back with a couple
boats
Pokemon.
to the island. I wish I would have known this.
yeah, the docks, yeah. Shortly after he got back, the docks got real bad, so there weren't too many
Ah.
voyages out there. But
That sounds suspicious.
Shortly after he got back.
What was this dude?
I mean, the waters have been rough for a while, but people stopped wanting to take trips out there. The guy who took him out there, his boat got pretty messed up.
Should have hired Kenji.
Yeah.
Probably so. Probably so.
Yeah, that guy that took us to the docks did not tell us that.
I know.
Well,
That guy should not be harbor master.
and you're sure there's nothing else pressing that we should tend to?
No, I don't. No.
Okay.
You give me a perception check now. Did you ask that?
You see a giant pair of eyes.
Let me roll the hot
staring at
dice.
you.
Let me roll the hot dice.
the good one. Let's go.
You see her body
That's not
breathing.
bad.
Perception,
Perception. 12.
What is that?
With your 12, you
Blood on
hear.
the bottom.
You begin to hear. Coming from like a back room. Very muffled.
Is there a
Pokemon.
barking sound that you hear?
Dogs don't exist.
He saw me trying to rack my brain over that.
Yeah. Hey, oh yeah, that might be. What is that? Who?
It's probably
Who?
mine. I'm
What
gonna
is
get
that?
it.
I've never heard. And finally, a guard goes, "Oh, sorry, Captain, sorry." And he rushes over and he opens the door and he's like, "Oh, I guess the little fella's awake now." As he picks him up and
What is it?
a little orange dog.
A Growlithe.
Yeah. He goes, "Oh, I guess he's feeling better now."
You can full breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like Captain. We should probably, and he's like trying to keep him in his hands. He's probably like, we should probably get him back to the caves in the sanctuary. As he jumps out of his hands and starts running around and like biting at things and clawing, and he's like, he's trying to.
Being
grab him
familiar
back.
with evolutionary stones, would I be familiar with this Pokemon? Me as Alex knows. what
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
Give me a history with advantage because it is evolutionary stone.
I'm gonna take a
Bougie.
Pecha Berry and be like, hey, go get it.
Pokemon
That
handling.
ain't great. 8. I rolled a 2 and a 5.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Maybe. But peeling back the curtain a little bit as the DM, these particular Pokemon aren't found in your home region.
It looks a little
Are
different.
they found here?
They are found here, but they're not
Have
found
I
in your
seen
home
this
region.
before? Like, is this are working dogs a thing?
Give me a history check with advantage.
Like the police?
23.
23.
I rolled a 19. I have a
And
plus
this
4
was
to it.
your What question had you asked?
I was gonna like toss a.
Oh, the Pechaberry.
Yeah, the Pechaberry.
Yeah, he's entranced. He's like, and he gets down low, and you see the hair on his back like kind of like prickle up as he's like getting ready to pounce the Pechaberry as you're playing in front. 19. Yeah, these are rare though. They're typically only found on the islands. So the fact that one is here in Yasai
means someone brought it.
Someone brought it. It got here somehow. So it's not native to the mainland.
Yeah, Mugen will step towards the two officers talking and be like, "How did you get this here?"
Oh, he was washed up on the shore. Pretty injured. The sanctuary workers brought him over to us to take care of him and nurse him back up to health.
Were there others?
No, just this one. But there are other. This one's a fire type. We believe he's very warm and shoots some flames every now and again. But we're bringing him back to where the other fire type Pokemon are, and hopefully they'll be able to make a home there with them.
He's talking with Gerudo, right?
Well, he's talking to you, but
right. But
yeah,
the
he
other
would have been.
person-
Yeah, he would have been.
So
yeah.
he'll kind of look at both of them and say, "There's no reason to believe that these rare Pokemon are making a mass exodus of the islands. Is there something wrong out there?" For a fire type to swim that far.
No, I mean we've had other things wash up on shore before, and he kind of gives you like a look. Never anything.
True.
It just happens every now and again. He's lucky to be alive, being like you said, a fire type Pokemon. But yeah.
Okay.
And he's entranced with this Pechaberry. Like he is honed in on you.
Perfect name.
Whatever you want to do with that.
Yeah,
You want to feed it to him. You want to play with him some more. Whatever you want to do.
Play with him, kind of wear him out, build a bond.
Yeah, pet the puppy.
Yeah.
I will make it my puppy.
Oh wow, he's you've got some kind of way with Pokemon, I guess.
Yes, especially the hungry type.
That's fair. Is Chomp out?
I'm gonna no. He's
Okay.
Because
He would steal the berries.
I like having a hand.
Yeah, maybe the guard notices some bite marks on your hands and is like, okay, yeah. Well, I'm about to take him back to the sanctuary. Would you
I'm
like to
good.
join me,
Oh
or
yeah, let's go.
you guys are welcome. I'm just bringing him to the caves. There's other
Yeah, we gotta
fire
get that
type
dog.
Pokemon there, and yeah.
He's mine now.
You'll see all the energy that the Growlithe this Pokemon is exerting. You'll see Grayson go, I'm okay, I'll stay here.
Oh yeah, he's very rambunctious. Even honed in on that, like he's doing that thing where like his butt is like he's walking sideways, and he's like got to be moving all the time, but his eyes are trained on that Pechaberry. He is not. He's stalking his prey.
I'll go along with you. I'd be interested to see some of the other Pokemon that I haven't yet
Some of
gotten
the
to
other fire
observe.
type too, so it should be interesting. You mentioned caves. I didn't know there were caves in the sanctuary.
Oh yeah, there's all kind of different habitats for Pokemon. Yeah.
Mugen, you've been holding out on us. Let's listen.
Listen,
We've been
brought
a
you
little
guys to
busy.
The noodle shop already.
The noodle shop and the tea shop,
Yeah,
man. All the important
Do you
places.
think this place would have like an information pamphlet? It's like, hey,
No,
here you
we're
go. Visit
old
all these
school.
tourist spots.
It's at this point that the guard will be like, "Oh, like this," and he'll hand it to you. He's like, "You just gotta ask for it."
Mugen,
A full trifold.
come on, man.
I'm not the travel authority of this nation.
I'm not the Department of Transportation.
Yeah, I get assigned missions, and I hurt people,
So
What a depressing life.
and I eat good.
you two are going to the sanctuary. You going to the? Yeah, you said you're not, and you had mentioned the daimyos.
Yeah.
You have a choice. Either of those or neither.
I'm gonna go talk to the daimyo
Either or neither.
Yeah.
about this Sam person and see if he knows about him. And I would like to either talk to the daimyo about it or learn more about not the culture of Saishin, but of like more of like the history of like the continent itself.
Good lad.
You like some help?
I would love some. Absolutely. Knowledge is power.
Uh-oh,
Okay.
you just started a cult. With Bloodkip as your enforcer.
Oh, yeah. What are you talking about? He's the leader.
Sorry.
I simply speak for him. That's why he sits on my shoulder. He just whispers in my ear.
Sweet nothings.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool. So a little party split. You two are going with the guard to the sanctuary, and you two are going to the daimyos.
The adopt a dog event.
We'll start with the daimyo since it's literally right next door to the
Yeah.
guard. And you guys be thinking about
They haven't moved him yet.
what?
They haven't moved him yet.
Move to?
The daimyo.
No.
Okay.
They're moving Yamato. Is that what you were confused about?
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
Yeah.
Because you had mentioned
Around the office?
I was
You
like,
mean around
okay,
the
you're moving him just around the office.
No,
Does
they're
he
moving.
go to the bathroom?
So what is on this pamphlet about the sanctuary?
Full
Like,
miscommunication.
Yeah, I must have
Yeah,
missed that
yeah.
part of the conversation.
Before we get to the daimyo, we can go over the pamphlet. The pamphlet has. Let me open.
We don't have any Pokemon. Don't come here.
false advertising.
So at the very top, it does say, in big bold like letters, there's no capturing of Pokemon without approval.
That's just a recommendation, right? You can still do that. As
Um,
long as they don't catch you.
you would remember, and it has been explained,
Gotta persuade him.
that they have to be willing to come with you, and you approach a sanctuary person with the Pokemon, and they'll give you a loner Pokeball to capture the Pokemon with and take with you on your adventures. But the Pokemon
It's
is
a bag.
the Pokemon has the Pokemon has a right to come back here if it ever wants to, and things like that. And the Pokeball is kind of a symbol of that.
I just imagine like the goldfish at the fair.
He just drew like a line with a circle in the middle.
Don't shake it too hard.
It's like all the mini games from the N64
Oh, God.
Pokemon to try to.
You just gave me. I'm in a special situation about the goldfish with the fair thing because of my job, and you just gave me PTSD. Like I genuinely like dissociated.
So when
Oh,
you get
no.
fish now, you should draw a little Pokeball. on.
For the record, I've never gotten a goldfish from the fair.
Don't.
No.
No.
Like, kids, and they don't go in a 2-gallon tank.
Yeah.
Public service announcement. All right.
Wait,
You need a
why?
bigger fish tank.
Okay.
Anyway,
But yeah, so the rest, the pamphlet also says it has listed a few different locations and like there's some lines drawn on a map and 4 different quadrants, so to speak. One of them is listed as the plains, and as you can tell by the map, there's not a lot of things going on there. Maybe a couple little rocks and hills and things, but it's largely wide open. It says mostly normal Pokemon, some fighting and some electric.
Okay.
So, just kind of what to be prepared for out there. Then there's another location that's labeled as the hills / caves.
Oh, that's where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
And-
they're not like seaside caves. They're like
They're yes. This one has mostly.
Manly case.
manly caves.
This one has.
Alcoves. These are caves.
This one has listed rock, ground, and fire types. Beware. Territorial.
That's a route with some real chest hair on
Yeah.
it.
Then there's
we've already
there's
dealt with
another
territorial Pokemon.
there's another location, the forest.
Which
and
we've been
underneath-
to, I think, right?
You guys have been to, and it does say
Shit ton of Mankeys.
Apom are off limits. But
To
then it also
outsiders?
has mostly just off limits. Period. Because I
Okay.
mean, the pamphlet is for outsiders, but
Visitors.
and then it says mostly bug and grass, and primate Pokemon. Not primate like the actual Pokemon, but like monkey Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's another location called Lake / Sea, and there's a little lake with a river going out to sea, and it just says mostly water Pokemon.
No rock.
Well, rock and ground were in the caves.
Yeah.
The man caves.
Rock, ground, and fire.
I want a ride-on that knows how to swim. Like in the
That knows surf.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's mainly what the pamphlet says. It's got some other notes on it about certain types of berries in these locations as well.
That's interesting.
If you want to look into that, it kind of like just says like list 1A, and then like you would turn it over and you can read more about the berries if you're interested in that. But yeah.
Are they free to forage?
Yeah. That's about
Yeah, there's no notes on that.
There's no limits.
And
like,
you would know, being from here, that
Just take
just
what
don't you may have to contend with Pokemon who are eating, so be wary,
will
but
slap
otherwise, yeah.
smack out. Those are my berries.
Chomp it
Oh
together.
yeah.
Chomp. Eat that bush, chomp.
Eat that Pokemon. But yeah. So yeah, while you're flipping through this pamphlet and headed over with Presnick to the sanctuary, we'll go back to Grayson and Mugen. You guys are at the daimyo's office door. Give it a little knock, and he, yes, I'm coming, and you hear like a shuffling of papers and moving of like furniture as he walks over, and you hear the door open. Oh, hello. Is it?
Mugen gives a bow.
Yes. It's okay, Mugen. Yes. Is there anything I can do for you? Would you like to come in? Would you?
Yeah, Daimyo, if you don't mind, and you'll see him kind of nod his head as a bow. I was wondering, so we're kind of done with all of our guard duties. I was wondering if you would.
He looks a little confused. Like,
don't worry about it. I'd like to learn about this place. What's the name of? Excitation is the only thing that comes to mind.
Yasai is the town you're in, but the whole eastern half of the nation is the Dento clan's like providence. It's not really like
Okay, but like
the whole nation is Honato. The Legends of Honato.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Harvey
Roll
Dento.
credits. No.
Harvey Dento. Can we trust him?
I'd like to learn more about Honato.
About Honato?
Yeah. And about like I'm curious as to why the region's divided and what caused such a thing.
Oh yes. Actually, I'm actually going through my my father's notes, which depict a lot of events leading up to what happened in Seishin. But my grandfather, I have his journals in here, and they depict a lot more of what's happened, as well as some other books about the history of Honato that you're welcome to come in and peruse while I'm doing my own research.
I'd greatly appreciate it. We've
Yes.
traveling around this country's been interesting to see the divide here.
Well, it wasn't always like that. That is recent, in the last 20 years or so.
Oh.
Just before I was, when I was a young boy, I still remember things being connected.
We've helped so much so far. I'd like to see what else we could do.
Of course, by all means. Anyone who would like to learn more, you as well, Mugen? Or are you looking for?
My lord, I honestly just felt, given recent events, it was too obvious that I should be here, just to stand guard.
Oh, nonsense! And you know that there's the one of the ninjas who was the trusted ninja is no longer standing guard outside of the daimyo's door, but two guards are. He's like, of course. I mean, I've got some good protection here, and he taps his fist and he's, I've got bugs and bats. So, but you're more than welcome to join us, and feel free to peruse the library or anything else.
I am interested to learn what possible larger motivations might have been at play. So, I don't know if your notes would reference anything regarding, what's the name of the clan that hates us? Like, basically, that's the other half of the nation.
The Matsuri.
Yeah. Maybe the Matsuri at play. I don't know if maybe they got to Yamato.
Definitely, that's actually what I'm looking through. You can help me look through my my father's notes and or anything else that you might think might help on the shelves. But yes, of course, you're welcome to join me.
Be happy to.
Ignore that. Sorry.
Okay, cool. So,
Inquisitive.
what are y'all doing? Y'all, you're probably going to the shelves, Grayson, right?
No, I'm actually first before I'll go. I'll ask. Oh, Yamato. Oh, so I'm so sorry. I am new here. Before I get too deep into my studies, there seems to have been another researcher that was here before us, and nobody really knows what he was doing here. He just seemed to kind of show up. Did you ever meet this Sam character from Iki? Sam of Iki?
Yes, actually, he's the son of the I don't think they have any official name. They just live in the big oak tree, but he's the son of that family. He's interested in Pokemon and research, and we have a wide variety of them here in the sanctuary, so he came to do some research.
Have I heard of giant livable trees before in our culture? Or does that stand out?
Give me a history check.
I don't know why that made my brain shake.
And the tree, to be clear, the trees aren't alive. They just live in.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Have I heard of people living in trees before?
Yeah. Give me a history check.
An oak tree, you say? Interesting.
You're not there. Impress, Nick.
That's a net 20 for a 21.
Woo!
Yeah.
We all learned so much.
Not in most places, but in Iki and in the twin city of, I'm blanking on the
Kiki.
name right now. Not Kiki. I'm gonna go to the map. In the twin city of Tsunagari.
Oh, uh-huh.
They both live in trees because of their proximity to the Twin Forest, and both forests are called the Twin Forest, even though they're separated.
Okay.
Which one's the real Twin Forest?
But
Was
yeah,
it the one that came
does happen
first or
there
the one that
often.
came
There's a lot
second?
of
Yeah, I don't know.
tree houses, or people carving out old trees, or just making use of kind of what exists on the land to make their homes.
An oak tree, you say?
Yes.
Is that uncommon?
No.
So you said he came to research in the sanctuary. At one point, it seems he made it to the islands.
Yes. The islands host many a rare Pokemon. We do have some fire and rarely some ice types around these parts, but the islands have an unusual warmth and or coldness to them. So pretty exclusively fire or ice type Pokemon live there, and some more akin with the elements live there. So, like, we met the Ichiraku, the ramen place.
Oh, uh-huh. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Ichi Ramen.
Yes, delicious.
Yes, their Pokemon are from the islands.
I believe Frigi is from it. And
Yes, your bird does. Yes.
is Gene common in this area?
No, you've never seen another.
And he was part of the wash-up, is what you're saying. That's what that guy was referencing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are those the only islands around?
Near here, yes, there are others in the region. I can show you if you'd like, and he directs you over to the map of the region.
Oh, yes, wonderful.
Yes. Let's pull it back up. He'll point to some behind the clouds here. I'll get an updated map now that you guys are fully detailed looking
Okay.
about it and talking about it. There's some small islands, and to the south of Mitsuji, that kind of lead a trail to a big cliff. And he would explain that the bigger island at the end of this trail of smaller islands used to be part of the mainland. But some time ago in the history, a series of events that he's unfortunately not too familiar with did cause it to break away, which giving it its name, Breakaway Beach. But not many people go there because the waters are very tumultuous. Tumultuous. How do you say that? But otherwise, there's a large island to the west of Yasai called Firefly Island, which is that big volcano.
Okay.
At the very bottom of that.
Yep. And then above that is a smaller island that they've dubbed Ice Cave Island, which with a bunch of caves that inside are very, very cold.
Okay, so those are the two islands that he's talking about, but there are
But there
also
are some
a
other
chain
ones
of
over
islands.
here.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Wow, this place is, just rich in culture.
Did he go to Breakaway Beach, or did he go to the other island?
Oh, he just went right there to just a day's trip out and back. 2 days, actually. One to one and then one to the other and then came back.
What's Breakaway Beach?
It's a bigger rock way out.
It's part of the Matsuri clans.
We would know that that's what it's
Jurisdiction.
called, right? I wouldn't just
Yeah.
throw that out there being like...
No, yeah, you would know.
Like, how would you know that?
That's what we call it. I believe...
It's a secret!
Where the islands chained off?
Yeah, I
Got it,
believe there used to be a city on that island when it was still connected. I don't quite remember the name, though. But rest assured, when it broke apart, all perished. And that happened well before my time. Well before my father's time, even.
Wow, that's
I wouldn't
Interesting.
know of any, like, Yasai operations out on these islands, would I? Since we kind of butt the coast.
No, most of it's just like returning Pokemon back or checking up on disturbances, like if the volcano looks
There's no, like,
particularly
secret bases
active or
anything
anything.
out there,
No.
Okay,
It's purely wild.
Okay.
There's no homes or human life out there.
Daimyo, I thank you so much. You've answered, everything that I could even think to ask of you. I think I'll leave you be now. And if you don't mind, I'll take over a peek at a couple books.
Yeah. Are you gonna do the same, Mugen? Or are
Yeah.
you just gonna... Okay. Both of you roll me a d6. If you roll the same thing, choose one of you to re-roll.
I rolled a 5.
I rolled a 1.
Cool. Okay.
They different.
So...
Not same.
Oh, this is actually pretty perfect.
Thanks.
Okay. So I'll tell you guys what you find, and then I'm gonna jump to the other guys, just so you guys can be thinking about the books. But I'll and then before we come back.
Yeah, good. 'Cause
Yeah, you just find some food that he left in a corner. No, Mugen, you find
Some bread shoved into a book.
you find Daichi's journals. There's not many of them. And they're of the journal, the sets of journals that exist in the library. They're the newest looking ones. There's only about 3, maybe 4 of them, and most of the entries are from the last couple years. Events happening, political landscapes, the beginning of building the wall, some sanctuary details and things like that. But we can get more into depth of what's in there, but it's more of the recent history of Yasai.
Okay.
For Grayson, you're drawn to a book that doesn't quite look like a journal. It looks more like an actual book. It's a little bit older. But it looks to be a accumulation of the history of Honato as told by previous members of Daichi's lineage.
okay.
Kind of consolidated and rewritten into a singular history book, essentially. Kind of essentially exactly what you were looking for about the oldest history of Honato. But with that, before we get in, you guys look more and ask more questions about what's in the book. Hey, researcher boys.
We're
Hi.
bringing Del Fuego back.
Yeah.
I have named him already.
Del Fuego.
Just have him.
So
Del Taco.
you guys make your way through the sanctuary. Unlike how you did previously, where you either went straight into the forest, which brushes up against the south side of Yasai, or when you hugged the wall to make your way to what was happening up near the wall. Going kind of straight through the northern middle bit, which opens up first to a big field. On your way to these caves, and as you're walking through the field, you see some what you would know to be Taurus and Miltank grazing along with some of their young around them.
What's Taurus again?
Taurus?
Yeah.
What you asking? What is it?
Yeah, what is it again?
It's the bull thing.
Buffalo Bull,
Oh, okay.
three
Not
tails.
the one with the big afro, but the other one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because they basically made a clone of him at one
Yeah,
point.
basically.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They being the gods.
Yes. You see some Pokemon picking some food out of trees, with long necks. Near the edge of the plains, kind of closer to the forest, you see a couple of deer-like Pokemon grazing. There are even some buck butting heads and kind of like clashing as they would do. You see a horse on fire running through the area.
Neato. Look at that, Preston. Horse on fire.
Should we put that out?
No,
someone might
those
kick us
are
here.
those are supposed to be like that. You're definitely not from around here.
I'm not.
Yeah.
What would you say is the type of Pokemon that I've seen the least of, being from where I'm from?
What do you mean, like a fire, water, ice kind of type? Or
Yeah. I know it's a really off-the-cuff question. I'm just trying to figure out what Presnick would be most interested in.
You know, in general, fire type Pokemon tend to be fairly rare.
Mm-hmm.
Rock and ground are found pretty much everywhere. Same with normal types and fighting types. Ice and fire might be the rarest, just because they typically like a very specific climate to live.
Okay.
Maybe even electric as well, except for your usual like electric rodent Pokemon that exist kind of everywhere.
Bastards. Gets into everything.
But
Chewing on
yeah.
the power couplings. Sorry, wrong cannon.
Chewing the water. Yeah.
And then also fairy. Fairy and dragon might be fairly rare as well.
Got it.
Really?
Pulls out your little ground dragon monster.
I would imagine at this point, Presnick has probably let Zircon out, and he is taking. He has a small notebook. He doesn't necessarily like draw things in it, but he is like taking notes about various Pokemon and their appearances, their tendencies, that sort of thing.
Yeah. While you guys are walking through, you see some other like large bird-like creatures with no wings just sprinting through, like the fire horses as well.
Bird-like thing.
Do they have more than one head?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's too many Pokemon, man. I don't remember them all. Too many.
I like this where we get to like guess based off of the description. I feel like you don't actually get to do that very often.
And that's the other thing is Sam is like so good at not vague descriptions.
Yeah.
But like, it's one of those like describe your job, but like in a horror like vernacular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like just off enough to where you're like, what? And it's like,
bird.
a milk tank or something. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta. I just try to give like whatever the notable features would be without.
Mhm.
And two-headed Pokemon might not be too notable, so that's why.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
went out.
Is it a two-headed Pikachu?
Oh my God! What an abomination!
Are you just guys
Or-
just kind of looking at what's out there? Are you specifically looking at anything else?
While we're going there, I'm trying to befriend Del Fuego because I'm try to convince this thing to come with us instead.
Yeah,
These
well-
boring ass caves.
while you're leading him through and playing with him and maybe carrying him through some of the sections where the Pokemon population are a little bit more dense, give me another Pokemon handling check.
Chomp is out too.
Okay.
He's like OG buddy.
Yeah, give me another Pokemon handling check. And you're not looking. You're just looking at what's there. You're not.
I'm
like,
looking at all of
deeply
them.
for
Yeah,
anything
there's
more?
not anything that I'm like dead set on.
Give me a perception check.
These dice, the skulls.
I don't.
Yeah.
know. Is it?
Yeah, it is.
So,
It is?
Yep. Okay, it's a nat 20s for 24.
Woo!
Yeah, dude. This dude has almost forgotten about the Pecha Berry. You don't even have to like entice him with that anymore. But I will say at this point, mark.
lose that
Yeah, I was gonna say mark it off.
Okay.
But he is just happy to play with you and like, you and him are on the same wavelength. Like,
we have a psychic connection.
yeah.
Like,
Like even sometimes like whenever you guys have been playing and you realize like the other two have gotten the guard and President have gotten a little too far ahead, you both realize at the same time, get serious, walk fast to catch up, and then start playing again.
I don't know if that makes him really smart or just me as dumb as a dog.
you're both loyal companions.
Yes. And Chomp is just like, oh my god, berries
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, even Chomp's getting in on the fun and playing with the little dog and
Nice.
he knows despite his usual rough demeanor that this is a younger Pokemon, so
You just a puppy.
no hard bites, just some like open mouth like
Chomp, make
Yeah.
him fall in love with us.
Yeah, with that Pokemon handling check, Chomp even knows like, okay, we're trying to friend this dude,
Yeah.
let me not scare him away.
We need another companion.
Yeah, and what'd you get on your perception?
13.
Yeah, so you see pretty much what I described. Maybe even some little. You would have seen this before in Mando, a Makuhita,
Okay.
sitting under a tree, as well as a little onion-topped head, humanoid-looking thing.
Meditate.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, oddish.
I mean,
Could be either or. Yeah.
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur! It's
Pikachu! It's a green Pikachu.
After some time, you guys make it through the plains, and the ground becomes a little more uneven, eventually giving way to some more rocky and less grass terrain.
On our way there, do we see any of the like the sanctuary booths like we saw at the wall?
Yeah, there's a couple like little huts and things like that
So
throughout.
we can estimate like every X amount of miles we're gonna find one, or is there like or at these places like, oh, you're here and the next hut is here.
With your little map pamphlet thing, there's 3 per section, and
Oh,
it tells you exactly where each one is.
Oh, sweet.
So, yeah.
So we don't have to walk far whenever
When you try to steal this
I'm not gonna
route.
steal him. I'm gonna do it the legal way.
The legal way.
Yeah.
Stupid legal way.
You guys get to the hills. Give me another perception check,
Okay.
and you give me another Pokemon handling check.
Worse.
The DC is very low after your 2 super high successes, but I'm gonna be honest with you. You basically have to get a nat 1 to.
Was rolling hot last
If I
time.
get a nat one on
Not
this,
today.
I'm jumping across the table at you.
Yeah, putting the bad juju out.
Yeah, sorry. Let me.
I rolled an 8, by the way.
Yeah, I'll give you a description of what you see in a second. But
Okay.
50.
15. Okay.
No, he fucking hates you.
he
No!
being closer to a habitat that he's a little bit more familiar with. He doesn't ever get far from you, but every now and again he's like investigating like a rock or like a little dead tree or something like that, or some little burnt berries that some other Pokemon had left behind kind of
Stop.
stuff.
No. Go to the bathroom. No, stop.
Come here, Del Fuego. Come here.
And as far as Pokemon go, for your research notes, Presnick, you see a little goat jumping around from some of the steeper rocks, eating some berries and grass that are growing out of the cracks, where other Pokemon might not be able to reach. You see some Rhydon and Kangaskhan, just like you would have at the wall. This is likely where they came from. You even see some of the little baby Kangaskhan that you would know to be Kana, walking around without their outside of their mother's pouches, playing and having a good old time.
I stopped taking notes for a second and just kind of watch as we walk. I'm just enjoying
Okay,
the sights. Yeah.
I'll give you another perception check, but you also see some Diglett, some Bunnelby burrowing through and kind of playing around with each other. I can't see that.
Oh, that's actually good. 19.
Oh wow, yeah.
Presnick, if you befriend a bug Pokemon, we can like test out this new item I won or bought in a town before. So just FYI.
Buying is like winning with money.
Yeah, I know. It's great to have money.
You also see like some little rocks with arms
Okay.
walking through, picking up things and throwing them and banging them, and they're actually eating the rocks, and they're just like banging rocks into smaller pieces and eating them.
That's not impressive. Chomp does that all the time.
You see some other Elmers rolling
Aw,
around.
yay.
Some of them sleeping, just on a big rock, just kind of sunbathing, like literally splooted out.
So cute.
You roll me because you rolled really high. So roll me 2,
Something
3,
lower.
4, 5, 6, 7. Roll me a D6. No, D8. Roll me D8. Sorry.
8. What's the best number?
8.
Probably a 7. If it's an 8, roll again.
4.
Okay.
Dang.
2, 3.
You get the most medium experience.
Okay. So
You see half of a really good
through
Pokemon.
one of the caves, you see as you guys are passing through, and you've put your notebook down, and you're kind of looking at the Kangaskhan and kind of playing, and then your eyes kind of drift over to the Phanpy splooting around, and you're just thinking fondly of your little buddy Elmer, and your eyes drift over a cave, but stop as you see something flickering against the wall, and you kind of look back, and there's a flame, and at first you're like, oh crap, forest fire, what's going on? But then you see a little orange lizard walk out of the cave.
Oh my god. You have to.
Oh yeah.
With a tail of fire.
You have to. I literally just made the noise. Have to. I was like, go get it. Go get it.
Yeah. As he stretches his back and stands back up on the 2 feet and starts waddling
And don't try to make
rules. Over to a bush.
Throw that Pokeball.
And don't try to make friends with him. Catch him.
Hey, Zircon. How'd you like to make a new friend?
Yeah, he looks at you, and to you his gaze says absolutely. To anyone else, his gaze says,
I'll fuck you up.
Zircon just needs to just outrizz
I don't know
this
if that's your
orange
best.
lizard thing.
Welcome, wagon.
Yeah, Zircon's gaze is a mix between like childhood trauma and just pure anger.
So I want Zircon to crystal defense a bunch of times to make himself like sort of super reflective
On my phone.
and see if he can kind of play with Charmander by like showing off his reflection back at him. You know,
So,
I think that might be like a
The
playful
crystal
thing to
defense,
do.
Like it adds a layer of crystal, right?
More or less is what I
Couldn't he
picture.
just use that to shape himself into this like?
he's gonna try to make a
Charmander
crystal
thing?
Charmander. I'm gonna say that's not what it does.
That would be really cool.
If you
but
want to
yeah.
work towards that
Train
as
it.
like a disguised self kind of thing, then we
That'd
can
be
do that. But
It's like
Oh,
a
yeah,
crystal
yeah.
For
Charmander.
now, I
right
just
now it does not do
with
that.
like this mono eye. Just
for now I want him to make himself like in a way almost like imitate Charmander in a flattering way, like he like trying to show him that he wants to be a friend.
Yeah, he wants to be a friend. Yeah. Give me an intelligence check from Zircon and a Pokemon handling check from you.
Okay.
Can I aid
Well,
him
he's-
in any
he's-
way,
I mean,
or am I too busy? With
Yeah,
He's
you're-
intelligent.
Yeah.
I'll say make your Pokemon handling with advantage because you have a fire type that is friendly with you guys and
Sweet.
with your group out and about playing.
The canon continues.
What's the intelligence check from?
It's a nat 1
okay
plus 2.
Okay, so so 3, but that I'll be honest with you, that was for something else.
Okay.
I'll peel back the curtain here a little bit. That was to see if he would be smart enough to know, like, hey, this is a fire type. Let me try to harness like this fire energy, like I've been honing in on like the ghost energy, and try to like.
Yeah,
but he's not.
He didn't figure that out. Pokemon handling with advantage.
He just gets overheated.
Yeah.
Whew, thank you for the advantage. 17.
Yeah. So
You should buy a lottery ticket.
No, should not.
Zircon rolls up to this thing and kind of like tilts inquisitively at it. It's a little apprehensive at first, but given its surroundings of rock and earth and dirt, it's not too taken back by this rock-like creature, and it's just kind of like, okay, cool, like char, and he kind of like points to like a berry and is like, do you want what do you want, man? Do you want a berry? Do you want?
Confused.
And then you walk up and kneel down in front of this Charmander, and it's not skittish. What do you do?
Slap it.
I'll actually say, instead of like walking up, can I would like to be a little ways away and just like kind of almost like in his ear, like the trope of like somebody in their ear talking them through a date.
Oh, you're just trying to like talk to Zircon?
Yeah, I want to like whisper from the side and be like, Zircon, and like I'll point at the sun and like try to tell him like let the sun go through him and like heat up Charmander. I think he would like that.
Give me another intelligence check.
I got it.
Zircon learns Solar Beam.
7.
Zircon just stares at the sun.
No, you're one good eye.
and the Charmander kind of like, okay, and goes back to eating berries. But it's like largely like, whatever, man, you do whatever you want to do.
At this point, I'll walk out from the bushes and be like, Zircon, are you bothering this poor lizard creature? Sorry, sir. And I'll offer him an orange berry.
Yeah. I'll say you can use your 17 Pokemon handling check for that.
Okay.
He'll take it and he'll be like, char, and he starts eating it. The guard will walk up at this point and be like, oh, hey, you guys found where we're dropping off this little dude. This is where a lot of the fire Pokemon like to hang out in this cave over here.
I see. I haven't met many fire Pokemon. They're fascinating. I mean, normally fire is just such a destructive force, but I feel like this little creature represents the life-giving quality that it can have.
Yeah, I mean, we've got there's a few here with the fire caves nearby, and the volcano giving off a lot of heat. They tend to like it here. Yeah, the sanctuary people would know exactly what and why. I just know that they like the cave area and the fire island over there. But yeah, you guys are welcome to stay and hang out and play. You know the rules.
Of course.
But or you're welcome to come back with me. But I'm gonna, now that we've got this little dude here, and you seem pretty well versed with him, you just instruct him to stay in the cave, and I'll be heading out.
We'll do that.
Yes, we will see you later.
We kind of talked about, are these, you said that they weren't alcoves, manly caves, remember that much. Are they like,
They're shallow.
not cave system?
No.
Okay.
Some of them might be like connected, but it's like
A loop.
literally like right there.
No.
It's like a
Or like a
Yeah.
like an arch.
Like they're not
Yeah.
connected
Yeah.
to the
just find
volcano.
piles of
Oh,
human
no,
bones
not that,
and
not that, no.
carcasses everywhere.
They do not go that deep or that
People
far.
eat steak with
Grayson was like, I need you to ask the question.
I'm
I'm not there.
unless it's late at night. Like you can see the entirety of the caves most of the
Okay,
time.
okay.
Very rarely can you not, and it's usually just because of like shadows.
Yeah.
see if they got some treasure chests in these caves, guys.
We've been playing a little bit too much Zelda.
Where's the shrines at? We need these teleport points. But yeah, I mean, we're there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let Zircon kind of play with Charmander a little bit more and just kind of watch them interact, get an idea for the type of personality this particular mon might have, and just kind of jot down some notes in my book. I haven't seen a fire type in some time, so
I'm gonna make Del Fuego love me even more.
Yeah. I'll say Del Fuego is pretty inseparable from you. Even if you guys were to say, hey, this is your new home. It was really fun getting to know you. You start to walk away, and he's gonna
That's right. Love
run
me.
back up.
Love me so much you're scared to leave me.
God, get out of here! And are you still trying to befriend the Charmander, or just kind of existing with it?
As much as the rest of the group is gonna hate me for it, I'm just gonna let him exist.
While we do have a Charmander, I'm gonna be messing with its flame tail, seeing it's hot, and doing the little candle thing.
Where you
Yeah.
Give me a Pokemon handling check for
Don't
that.
fucking put it out.
I'll give you advantage because, again, you guys are...
Gotta make it easy to catch.
Thank you for that.
Dead body.
Yeah. Smother it.
11.
11? He's uneasy. He does not
Okay, I'm
want
gonna
you near
stop
his
it and be
tail.
like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna mess with it. I don't want him to fire blast us or anything.
Fireball.
Yeah. But yeah, while you guys are doing that, we're gonna jump back to the book boys.
Ooh, the book boys. Okay.
Book boys. While you guys are making friends, taking notes, and just kind of experiencing
We're having a little tea, a little fika,
the hills and caves.
You want to go first? You have anything in particular?
Nope, just anything, since I have the most recent journals, anything that sticks out as maybe not odd at the time, but given the circumstances now seems odd, or any clues as to why this happened.
Yeah, give me an investigation check. And what are you doing while he rolls that?
I want to look first, I think, for the relationship with the current daimyo.
Daimyo.
Daimyo named Daichi.
That's what's messing me up. God, we've been over this before. Okay,
Yeah,
I have
I'm not the-
Daichi right there, and
yeah.
I was like,
I'm not the
Daimyo
best at naming
Daichi.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. If anything-
Gerudo and Daimyo Daichi.
No, if anything, it's the best at naming somebody. No, so I would like to go further back into the daimyos, like his great-grandfather, and see kind of where the relationship of the two clans started to really deteriorate, or if it had deteriorated before then, what relations they had with the clan,
Okay.
with the Matsuri.
Give me an investigation check. So what did you roll on yours?
12.
12? Okay. These books recount a lot of the history that you would have lived. But reading back through, you're drawn to anything like when the bandit attacks started to get really bad. They began only, I think it was, they began to get serious about 8 to 10 years ago. And that's when the current daimyo decided to start building the wall. It was only recently finished in the last year or so. And maybe that timing has something to do with what's been happening now that the bandits have become a little bit more serious. It's hard to know just from his journals. In the more recent days, his journals do mention that maybe that's when Yamato began conspiring with the bandits. But for a few years after Saishin fell, there was no activity, and it was just kind of a safe haven for anyone exiled from their homes because of kind of a safe haven for outcasts for a while, and then, like I said, 8 to 10 years ago, things just kind of ramped up, and they became seemingly more organized. That's mostly what kind of sticks out to you. And Grayson, what did you roll in your investigation?
I got a 22 from a nat 20.
Yo! Oh boy.
Nice.
Do we want
He's
to
more.
take a break because there's about to be a big dump of
Poop.
sorry
we can go on a
of
break.
information. I don't know if
Yeah, we
we
can take a break
normally
'cause I
don't
need to
on these,
pee.
but we have been on the other one, so I didn't
Yeah,
know
sure,
if we
we
want to
can.
take a break.
I'm fine.
But you're about to get a lot, so stay tuned if
Oh, yeah.
for the
I got my
history,
typing fingers
basically
ready.
the full history, early history of Honato.
Woo! I'm excited.
Yes.
But yeah,
Now?
do we have a? We'll be right back.
Should be BRB,
We have BRBs
I don't have to go to the other one.
maybe.
We got like 5 minutes, you guys. Some of us need the bathroom. We're human beings.
Scenes,
Yeah.
and then BRB.
There's definitely.
Hey,
We're
how's
back.
it going, y'all? Sorry about the. I just realized afterwards the abrupt leaving because I was having trouble finding the BRB, and then I found it. And I was like, press, but we're back.
Hi, bye.
I'm
yeah.
sure they figured it out.
Hi, hi.
So Grayson was looking into the full history of Honato, looking specifically as like the earliest histories that you could find, and with a 22 on your investigation check, it's not hard to realize that you need to flip to the front of the book for the histories, the earliest histories, but the pages are the ink is light. It's weathered and worn and starting to fade. But with your high investigation check, you're easily able to make out the words on the page, and it begins with a detailing of.
In the beginning.
Let's see, I just had it here, of an original clan. There's no name given. It just says the clan migrated south, far south beyond their original home, through a mountain range as they were being persecuted in their homeland, and they were fleeing their pursuers. After making it through the mountain range and losing many of their people through the journey, they decided it best for the survival of their clan to split up. The natural landmarks provided some protections, but they knew they needed to settle eventually and they couldn't keep running. So the twin leaders of the clan,
Like actually twins.
actual twins, a son and a daughter, of the previous leader who gave his life to help them escape, each settled a half of Honato on either side of the river. Matsuri settled the western side, and Dento settled the eastern side. Dento was known to be more strategic and analytical, so he positioned himself closer to the mountain range and his clan, where he could see their pursuers coming and better react with that information quickly. Matsuri, on the other hand, tucked their clan far away, and I'll go to the map here so people can kind of see where they are settled. Settled them near the mountain range, but on the other side of a large lake.
Oh, to the left up there?
Yes.
Got it.
Hidden by the fog that often sits on the lake from the mountain range where they would have come down in the middle, near that main river that separates the eastern and western sides of the nation.
Dento was
Okay.
the son.
Yes, and Matsuri was the daughter. Eventually,
He's not dead.
the two clans grew and began settling in other regions. Or in other, not regions, in other lands across the region. They found each other again late into their lives. The siblings were reunited. And while the clans remained separate, it was only in honor of the great sacrifice that their leaders had to separate from their only living family after having lost their homes, most of their people, and everything, to continue to refer to the Matsuri as the Matsuri clan and the Dento as the Dento clan. It wasn't long until the people who once originally lived in this land, only referred to in the book as the mountain nomads, made themselves known to the Dento clan first, as they were closer to the mountains, and the Matsuri second. It took no issue to the clan settling, as long as they remained away from the mountains, their land. Yeah. And the nomads helped the Dento and Matsuri clans in their early years, and lived and still live in harmony. At the time of this portion of the history being written, at least. But if you were to ask Mugen or Daimyo, while their relation with the mountain nomads today are not as close as they were back then, there's no tensions of war or anything like that. The tensions are not high or stressed.
So the mountain nomads are still their own people.
Mm-hmm. And they still exist.
They're not the
Yep.
Yasai.
No.
Dope.
And Yasai is where you are. Saishin is the bandit people.
No, I know. I was just
And
thinking
Sam
that the
was headed
Yasai
towards
might have
the
been
mountains, I
descended from
think.
the mountain.
He's headed back
No, he's heading back to
Oh,
Iki.
that's right. Never mind.
Yeah.
upon Hi Hrothgar.
But yeah.
Is
and
that- no. Foos.
Bro.
Duh.
and that's about where you get in the early histories.
So this journal starts with them leaving their original hometown, like their homeland.
it recounts them kind of arriving, but like it gives a brief of why they left, like why they were coming here. They were being chased by someone from their hometown, their
But no-
homelands.
Not why, not what that reason was. As to why they were being like chastised. Okay.
Nope. But to kind of summarize, they were so close because they were the same clan. They separated out of necessity for their own survival.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I think at that point, Grayson would look over to the daimyo and ask him, "Do you know why the now people of Honato were being persecuted?"
I don't follow what you mean. You mean
Well, it says in Grandfather Not Great, right?
this is just a history book of like all his ancestors,
Oh,
so you don't
okay,
even
okay.
know. Yeah, this was compiled. This is at least not his grandfather and father. Those notes have not been added to this general history
so this
book
is
yet.
Before then. Okay.
Yeah.
I would just ask him that. Well, before the Matsuri and the Dento clan separated, were there not some like they were being chased out of their homeland?
Oh yes.
Why?
I'm not sure. But as it's been regaled for our people, mainly for their resources. The lands that they once held to the north were rich in resources. Now, I don't know of anyone who's attempted to go back there, and I've never seen it myself, but as I understand it, it was... They were traveling for some time, years, before they settled here. Attempting to stop several times along their way, but eventually the chase, they were stopped when they crossed the mountain range to the north.
Yeah.
And the mountain nomads claim that glistening peak to be of some kind of spiritual significance to them, and it was believed by the clan for some time that it also held spiritual significance for us. That's where the gods came down from before they would, the rain and sun gods, before they would grace us with either life-giving water or life-giving sun rays.
Will you say you act as if they stop?
Well, yes. It's not of our proudest histories, but after what happened at Saishin, well, I might just start from the beginning. Before Saishin was what it was today, it was a fishing town. More so than what we are here today. Our city was still fairly young, and they supplied us with a lot of food and help, and most of our people here originated from Saishin. One day, the rain god came down, and the storm got out of hand. As the rain god left Saishin, waves were crashing so fierce that buildings on the far side of town were being flooded. So, Maku, along with his son, who I need to find his son's name real quick. Along with his son Karu, and my father, Kogan, went out and with the elite Sun Squadron and many of the Asai ninja, attempted to evacuate and combat the storm, using a move that you might know as Sunny Day to try to stop the rains. It was at this point that the rain god returned. I believe he meant to help, but his presence only made the storm angrier. Many lives were lost that day. And as such, Maku was angered. And with the help of the Matsuri clan, attempted to capture the gods. They were unsuccessful, and we haven't seen them since. Sometimes the rain god is said to be seen flying high above the skies south from Glistening Peak, but I've never seen him or the rain or the sun god.
I can't believe that's what happened to Saishin. You refer to them as gods. I'm assuming they were Pokemon.
Not like any other I've ever seen. They're massive. Bigger than our entire city. But they are not humans. And while I never heard them speak, some people do claim to have heard them talk at times.
Well, that's not uncommon, I guess. I wonder if Presnick would have any idea. And then I'll just kind of like, you'll see, not space out necessarily, but you'll see Grayson just kind of like, yeah, basically like dissociate, because he's putting like his
He's processing.
Beautiful mind.
Yeah.
Shit.
yeah,
This
yeah.
music is playing while you're.
Yeah, exactly. He's full like brain blasting right now because he didn't realize how like deep the throes of everything going on here. Like he kind of thought it was like petty bandit kind of a thing, and now he's realizing that things are a little bit more serious than they might seem, and that he needs to kind of start doing a little bit more as far as like being involved and like helping as much as he can. He'll put the book down, and then what time is it at this point, you would say?
Probably early afternoon. Still, probably like 1, 2 o'clock-ish. If I had to put a time to it.
Daimyo, do you still go on your walks?
He'll kind of look down. I had been for a while, but since we've I haven't had much time. Yeah, so no, I haven't
Mugen,
recently.
would you like to go for a walk tonight?
Gives you the side eye. Of course.
I really should stay and be
You need a break. You're no good. You don't have anything.
roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, here.
Got
Also,
a
all
big dice tray
it's
right
also
there.
all of Morgan's dice. In that, yeah.
I literally did not even notice that.
That's a 12.
Maybe you're right. We'll head out just before sunset, around 5.
That sounds good. I think it would be nice to go walk the city with you.
I think so as well. And I would feel more comfortable with you all there, and maybe your friends if they're still around, or did they?
Nah, we're gone.
Out of here.
They died fighting the tentacles.
Yeah. Well, you
We didn't mention
see,
that.
Off-screen death. Damn it.
We'll go meet up with them, and if they would like to come, then we'll all meet you. But if not, then you can
Leave
I
them
for
at their
sure.
grave. I mean, their house.
We'll have other,
Well, they bought land here on your side. Oh, wonderful! The economy.
The economy.
Okay, yeah, cool. And it's at this point that we'll jump back to the sanctuary boys.
Okay.
What's this Charmander doing? It's just still eating berries like a glutton.
At this point, after some time, he's probably made his way back into the cave. Growlithe would probably be a little interested in be like going into the cave and looking around and seeing some of the other Pokemon that are around there.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of curious about what other fire types are in there.
Yeah, as you get closer to the cave, you do see
Oh god.
you do see a few other Charmander
Mm-hmm.
in there, and in a couple of those little rock dudes with arms.
Judy.
Yeah. And give me a perception check. Perception or investigation, whichever one you want to do,
Oh, I'm gonna do investigation.
since you're looking specifically into a cave.
16.
Okay.
There's Entei.
Here's a berry and take.
He says, "Son,
Yeah,
come
literally.
with me." And the Growlithe goes, "Yes, Papa," and leaves. No,
There's a Slugma right next to a Gulpin.
oh God. No. You do see
Fired.
the Geodude are kind of resting near some rocks, and one of the rocks near them catches your eye.
Thank you. Have a good one.
It's red.
A red rock?
Yeah.
It's a
A red porous rock.
red porous rock.
Hmm.
Hey, Resnick, what do you think that rock is over there?
Do I know what the rock is?
I'll let you both roll me a history check, or one of you with advantage, whatever you want.
I'm gonna give. What's your history?
It's amazing.
I think it's a +3. I think
Mine
yours
is-
is better.
Yeah, mine's a +3 as well. I'll let you
Oh.
roll with advantage.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. It's your own death warrant here. It's a 19.
You can't quite place the name of this Pokemon that this is reminding you of, but you know that there's something in the rock.
Mm.
Like a spirit tomb?
Or like an egg.
No,
I'm drawing a blank here.
and I'll throw you guys a bone here. When I say porous rock, the holes are fairly big.
Oh.
Is this a Wiglet?
No.
I was like, I'm over here making dick jokes. You break out the Wiglet?
I will say you're
What
on the
trio?
right track though.
So it's a porous rock. I'm drawing a blank.
I know what it is, and I want it.
What is
I'm drawing a blank. I really don't know.
I'm just gonna walk up to it, and maybe kind of like nudge it and be like, "Hello, is anyone home?"
Pokemon handling, you know the drill.
Is it a the turtle thingy?
Yeah, it is, and I just rolled terribly. It's a
Okay.
6.
You see a little yellow noodle poke out. Yeah, you see a little yellow noodle poke out, and it looks at you. And it's like, and it goes back in.
Same.
I without instructing, I would imagine Zircon like brings its eye like right up to the opening of the shell to like peer in, casting light into it.
These are literally the worst
Yeah,
two
it's-
Pokemon I have.
I know. Hey, that's what it is, man.
Its head's gonna come back out, and like, and it just like rests its head on the ground instead of being in the rock. Like, it's too bright in there now.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to disturb you. I've not seen anything like you before.
And it'll like look to other rocks around it, and it's now that you notice that there's like a couple other red rocks like this around in this area.
Are these your friends? Do you like it here? You have fun? Is one of you like misshapen? And you don't like to be here and you want to go?
the worst adoption agency bullshit?
No.
Look, me and Zircon are two peas in a pod. We do not have social skills.
They were about to add a shuckle into the mix. Like,
You don't fuckle with the shock.
At this point, like its leg noodles will come out, and it'll start to just like inch away from you.
Oh.
Okay, have a great time.
It
It was good to meet you.
Just grab it, President. Grab it
Just
and
grab it,
run.
pick it up.
No, I think he's safer here. I'm afraid if this little one was ever caught crossing a road, it would spell trouble.
Yeah, you're saying this, and it is like a foot away from you. Like it's not making it far. Its movement is it's not 0, but
I'd imagine Zircon is like just kind of staying on it. Like,
yeah, Zircon's interested in these noodles and is kind of like peering around in there. I'll let you roll. Pokemon handling is intelligence, right? Intelligence based.
Yes.
I think so.
It's whatever animal handling is.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
intelligence.
Then give me an intelligence check from Zircon.
It's kind of dumb. You think it'd be wisdom because of druids.
You would think.
Oh, I gotta use the
Same with
Zircon
nature.
dice.
Nature's also.
I gotta use the one I
intelligence.
don't use.
What, is survival intelligence too?
No, survival is wisdom.
Fuck yeah, that's a 19.
Nice.
Yeah. This thing like notices Zircon floating by, and it's like, and it kind of like sits, and it's like, and Zircon, and they seem to be having a conversation.
Try to outriz each other.
Did you made a friend?
Yeah. They're
Wi-Fi router and a fucking turtle.
Zircon is like looking at his shell and like inspecting it, and Shuckle's like feeling around and looking like at all the cracks in the rock and things in Zircon's armor, and
Defense bros.
very interested in each other's rocky carapaces.
They're like flexing.
Let me wear
Yeah, they're like, oh,
shell as a hat.
where'd you get this home from? Well, I got my home from. You were born with yours. That's cool. I picked mine up over there. Yeah,
I like my little shell Pokemon.
yeah,
I like Toidos.
yeah. It's at this point that Zircon will kind of like shoot you an eye, like get over here.
Okay, and I'll come over.
Be cool, man. Don't ruin this.
And they're looking at each other, talking, and just like
You know,
is the most like interaction Zircon's ever given to another creature before, aside from you.
my friend here, he's got a hard shell just like you. He's it makes him hard. It makes it hard for him to communicate. Fuck.
It makes him so hard.
I'm sorry, I tried not to, but the minute you flubbed, I was like,
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
You did good. You're doing great.
Bring it home.
You're doing great.
I'm just happy he's found a friend.
and then the Shuckle will like pull a head and an arm, his head and an arm in, or like one of the other noodles in, and he'll come out with a little glob of like goo and offer it up to Zircon.
Oh, that's gross.
I would imagine, Zircon making first contact with a friend is going to take the goo for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zircon slurps it up and is like,
That's nasty.
and he's like, and he's like, yeah, no, it's I make that. That's yep. And Zircon's like, that was really good.
I think Shuckle and Zircon's made a drug deal.
What did he give you?
And Zircon will like go over to your pack and like start nudging around where you keep your berries.
Oh.
That Shuckle.
I'll pull out. What color was the goo? Did it look like oranberry goo or pecha berry or something along those lines?
It was like a
Power gel.
purplish, orangish kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like
Purplish,
not really
orangish.
any, yeah.
They're like
I'm gonna give him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a pecha berry.
Comes out with a quesadilla. Okay. So Zircon will take the pecha berry with his little like butt claws,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll hand it to the Shuckle. And he just puts it inside his shell and is like, "Thank you."
You like collecting berries?
Turn it into goop.
You're not there. Sorry, I was like, yes, he does turn it into goop.
He's gooping it.
He regurgitates it like a bird.
Have you ever left this cave before?
And he'll like
He's
motion
just
to like the
feeding
bush
Zircon.
just outside the cave where Charmander was eating some
Zircon,
berries.
just like a baby bird.
He's like, I've traveled.
Yeah, like that far.
Hey kids, you want some goop?
Well, my friends and I are on a bit of an adventure, and my friend Zircon here, he's he's traveling with me, and I think he would enjoy having you along if you'd like to come.
Give me a Pokemon handling check with advantage.
I feel like you're getting Zircon an emotional support
I
animal.
want to bless
That's
him
the
before
idea. I want a team of turtles. That's a 23.
Okay, we'll go to the Fire Island next and
You'll
find you a Torkoal.
you'll see
I'm down.
you'll see him reach back in and pull back out the Pecha Berry and be like,
There are a lot more where that came from, and I'll pull out a cherry berry as well.
and he's like, and he's like gonna go to reach for it.
Yeah, it's yours. But there are a lot more outside. If
And he puts him back in.
there are a lot more if you
this guy is
ever
very
want to
high. Watch him go nuts.
explore and find more.
And he'll start like inching towards you.
Well, if you change your mind, you're always welcome to come back.
Yeah,
But-
I was like you. I was like, he's coming towards you, Alex.
I know,
Oh yeah, it'll take him like what 20 years to get back here.
but I'd love to have you tag along for a bit, and maybe when we reach the gates, you can show the guardsmen that you'd like to come with us.
You'll see another like Shuckle bring its tentacle out and like touch that one, and it'll turn around and it's like, and it'll go, and it'll pull out the 2 berries that you gave it. And he's like, and he gives it to it, and he's like, and they bring it inside of them, and they're like, and he's like,
An army of shuckles. No, I'm just
and
joking.
then it kind of like gives him a hug as best it can, and is like, and it goes back into its shell, and then he turns around and he's like, he's ready to go.
Well, I'll pick up his shell and I'm gonna put him on top of Zircon, and I imagine he kind of like maybe wraps his little tentacles around him so they can
Yeah,
he can keep up.
Give me an intelligence check just to see how well you can balance him, or you know how to like position this Pokemon on top of Zircon.
That is a 21.
Yeah,
Now I'm rolling well.
You find the perfect like nesting place, but you actually realize it's like it's on the
Sorry, he's so hard.
it's on the top of the shell, but you realize like this creature may not have a top, so you spin it to fit better on Zircon, and he goes inside and comes back out right side up, and he's like, and he grabs onto Zircon.
Battle mode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tank mode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bug and rock now.
You guys really
Now
are
we
2 peas in a
getting
pod.
solid spread.
and he'll like point like
Onward.
Shuckle said the berries though.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, and Zircon is happy to take him, and I'm if you'll allow me to embellish just a little bit
Yeah, go
more.
for it.
As Zircon like pulls away at totally like normal walking pace, you just see Shuckle go.
Maximum overdrive.
From Shuckle's point of view, it's like an anime moment with like the streaks. Yeah.
He's going through hyperspace. Yeah. Time is stretched out.
He's like, who knew there was more to life than moving slow and eating berries right outside this cave?
Look later and he's got sunglasses on.
And all of a sudden, the theme song to what is it? NCIS
Yes.
plays. Yeah.
Oh no, it's who are you?
Yeah.
And are you doing anything else with Growlithe or friends? Or?
I'm just gonna like take a look around the cave, mess with Del Fuego. And I guess as we head back, I'm definitely gonna start collecting berries for Chomp and Del Fuego. And I noticed that this new red Pokemon, I have no idea what it is, loves berries.
What's wrong with Zircon?
And is just hanging on a Zircon. Loves berries. So I mean, I'm just gonna be.
Yeah, roll me a perception check to see what berries, if any, you find.
I never realized that all my favorite Pokemon really are like turtle based.
They're tanky
Like
rocks.
So like Bulbasaur, Metagross eventually, Shuckle.
Okay. Roll me a D3 to
Doritos.
see how many of these that you find.
I mean,
What?
A D3.
Squirtle and Blastoise.
Do you need one?
Just make it a D4.
That's the obvious one.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, can you give me a D3?
I guess Maybe Bulbasaur isn't that turtle based, but he looks kind of like a little turtle.
Yeah.
Like an Irish creek.
Yes.
It's a 2.
Yeah. So you
Yes.
you
Second favorite
find
grass starter.
Yeah, he's cool.
these little purplish berries with like a tan top, and there's 2 of them hanging off of this tree. Very low hanging, so you could reach up and grab them.
Purple berries with
Yeah.
They're poison.
Chesto.
You guys have not come across these yet before,
Lovely
but that is what
Are
it
you
is.
serious? I mean, really, Chesto
that is exactly what
I
they
don't
are.
know why I know that, but it's up there.
It's also
there.
one of the 2 that I know like by heart. I didn't have to look, or 3 that I didn't have to look.
well, the
up,
cherry
so-
berry literally is like 2 cherries.
2 cherries,
Yeah, I know that one.
Oh yeah, the Chesto's the blue one with the
What does it do?
Sleep?
Yep.
Yep.
Ha ha ha!
Wakes them up from sleep.
My guys.
Wakes up.
Put them to sleep.
Here, eat this.
Yeah. In the game also, or in this also, it makes them immune to sleep for a minute after consuming as
sick.
well.
Oh hell yeah!
But yeah, so you got 2 of those,
Sweet.
and like I said, as you start to leave the cave, are you like being like, "Come on, Growlithe"? Or are you like, "Okay, it's time to stay"?
Hell
or-
no. Let's go, Del Fuego. We got an adventure.
Yeah,
to
no,
go
he's
on.
following you. He's following you.
He's leading.
Yeah. He's like, "Rup, rup," and he's like saying goodbye to all his friends, and he like nuzzles up against the Charmander and is like, "Rup, rup, rup," and
Let's go, Chomp. Stop trying to eat the rocks.
yeah, Geodude's like breaking a rock and eating like the good part and leaving the rest, and Chomp walks up behind him and is like, oh my, I'm like, just rocks. Like, why is he?
Oh my god, I love Chomp.
Stop it. Where's my water bottle?
Literally. Where's the hyper potion?
And Chomp comes running after you with whenever you guys start to leave. You making your way to one of the
Yeah.
the closest hut?
Yeah, that we see, like, I guess we passed one up, so.
Yeah. There's one not too far from here. You get there with the Pokemon and they're like, "Oh, hey. How's it going, you 2?"
Well,
Buddy, so in this pamphlet, right here, this
Yeah.
part right here,
Yeah.
we didn't capture these or fight these Pokemon, we befriended them. Because we're just awesome like that. We're gonna take them with us.
Oh, okay. There is a procedure. I do have to conduct a little
Ritual sacrifice.
interview with them, so to speak.
One in, one out.
I'm gonna take him into the hut, and I'll be back out in just a second.
Okay.
That's all right. And he'll hoist the shuckle off and is like, "Oh."
Del Fuego.
And
If
then
anything happens, just start spewing fire and I'll run in there.
and he's like, come on, little dude." And he'll cup him up under his other arm, and he'll walk into the hut.
Fire vein.
Um,
Fire vein.
After some time passes, he comes back out with 2 Pokeballs that look just like
Cyballs.
Yasai balls.
hell yeah.
A little camouflage with a Y on the front. And he goes, "Here they are. Couple rules."
They're in the Pokeball?
Yeah.
Oh,
They did not seem like they didn't want to go with you guys or scared in any way. I could see it kind of when they walked up, but procedure. I had to make sure.
I appreciate that attention to detail.
Yeah.
forcing them.
This one is your, and he'll hand you. He's like, if
The shuttle comes out.
yeah, he's like, just hand it back. But the rules are they have to stay in those Pokeballs. You're not allowed to switch them out of those. But they're yours until they don't want to come back anymore, or until they don't want to be with you anymore, and they can come back.
I understand. And of course,
I'd be like, oh,
Yeah, they don't
Caught
want
you.
to come back anymore. Yeah.
I'd be happy to bring Shelly back at any time.
Huh, already got a name for her. That's awesome. Okay.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's a he, by the way.
Him. Yeah. I honestly, I don't even think that they have. We don't know how to check, so. Shelly just made
You
me
don't
think it was
it's
a her.
one of the... No, couldn't be.
I don't know.
no.
All I know is they make some goop. They make.
Oh no!
They make.
We ate his gender!
They do make great berry juice. just give them a berry, and after a few days,
Jamba juice.
you've got a couple servings of berry juice.
Do you know how they make berry juice?
Something to do with
Trade secret.
whatever's in there.
So
I
you
don't know.
know, but you eat it or drink it anyway.
It's never hurt anyone, and actually, it tends to make the berries a little more potent.
You hear a voice in your head. We drank tea from SyncIDs tea.
You guys did. You guys did do that.
That's true. That is true.
And then this little guy, I don't know much about him.
Wood water.
Del Fuego?
Yeah, they're not. Oh, also a name.
Oh,
We don't.
Best not to name
we
them, really,
connected.
but-
It was eyesight when we first saw each other. We just knew.
We don't really have any other of those here. He washed up recently.
Oh, it's a he. I knew that.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. Again, don't know much about him.
Well, let's say Del Fuego.
But if you head over to the island, you might be able to learn more. There's no one there, but there's more of these. So yeah,
Interesting.
yep.
That sounds like our next stop, Preston. After we collect all these berries, of course. We're going to have to collect these berries.
I think that's exactly what Shelly would want.
So, I mean, I feel like the rest
the
of the
ball wiggles a little bit in your hand. You're like, this is the right one.
This is it.
I feel like that's the rest of our day is just going to all these berry stops, taking in all the sights of the Pokemon, and getting crazy amounts of berries.
Okay, I'll have you each tell me.
Don't forget the botanical gardens on the way out.
Oh, yes.
I'll have you guys tell me 2 of the locations that you want to check for berries, and then like 2 each. You can both pick the same 2, the same one twice, whatever. You've got the plains, the hills, the forest, and the lakes.
The lakes and the forest.
Lakes and forest.
The other 2.
Okay. Each of you roll me 2 perception checks.
10 and 11.
21 and 3.
Good lord.
Roll me 2d6. And 21 and 23?
21
No,
and
21
3.
and 3.
Okay, so which one was the 3 for?
The second one.
Okay, so you don't find anything at the lakes.
Okay.
But you find a really odd, like, freakily, like, flesh-colored berry?
At the lake,
No, at the trees.
the trees of fleshberry.
Just one.
That's exactly the term we're coining now.
And if you're looking through the pamphlet
Fleshberry.
to see what berry this is, there's like a foot. You don't see it anywhere in the trees, and you check the lakes, and you like, what is this on the? And you see a footnote at the very bottom of the pamphlet that's like, sometimes prism berries can be found.
Oh, and this might be a prism.
And it's just like, they're really weird looking, and they grow just about anywhere, but they're really hard to find.
It's prism, like a
Persim, sorry, Persim.
Oh, I thought you said person. It's like
Personberry.
A person berry. And then you roll.
Usually they're found
You roll
right
10
next to the dingle.
10 and 11. And then, God. You rolled 10 and 11, and then what'd you get on your d6s?
I rolled 2 3s.
So you find 6 orange berries.
Oh, wow. I am set on hornberries. Holy crap.
Yep.
All right.
Cool. And then let me find what a person berry does.
I know
real
I can't
quick.
take Shuckle out, but can I shove a berry like into his Pokeball?
No. Sorry.
Here you
I'll
go,
also
buddy.
let you, like, if you don't want to have Shuckle as always be your active or always swap him in or him in, you could, like, during your long rest,
Train
give
him
it a
out.
berry and then, like, also not take it for the day before or the day after
Yeah.
if you want to.
Okay.
Person is confusion.
Yeah, cures confusion.
That's good.
And
I know you have a lot going on over
similar
there,
to the Chesto berry, it does also then make it immune to confusion for an hour, not for a minute.
Oh, boosh.
Would a Pokemon holding a person berry eat it after it became confused, or how
Yeah,
does that work?
yeah. We'll
In regular
we run it the
Pokemon,
same
that's
way.
how-
It's a free action if it's holding it to do stuff.
Yeah, it's like, would it just be like, what is this? What am I supposed to do with this?
Well, and I think I mean my headcanon is that
Looks
like,
like a
because
testicle.
it's like flesh colored, it's like instead of being like, "Oh, what is this?" You're like, "Oh, this is a berry," even though normally you would be like, "Oh, what is this?"
Oh.
Right? Like, so like the confusion is like, "Oh,
reverse
this is a berry."
psychology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's food.
But yeah, so it's getting to be about probably, the sun's getting close to going down. They're probably
Okay.
about to start their walk. You guys don't know that, but would you be heading back to town?
Yeah, I'm definitely headed in their direction, trying to meet up with them. I'd imagine that they would be somewhere in that vicinity.
Yeah, I mean, they said that they were going to the daimyo, so you might have
Mhm.
said that you would meet back there. So yeah, you guys show up just as they're stepping out, and hello, it's good to see you all. We were actually just about to head out for a walk. If
Are we sure that's
you wanted
wise?
to join us.
Presnick, I think at this point the daimyo needs to get out. Assuming the four of us are going, I don't think we'll have any problems.
Yes,
I'm sorry. My friends and I are just a bit introverted, so.
Wait. Did you walk in with
No,
he's in a
he's in a ball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, never mind. Okay.
Oh yeah, we got new friends, guys.
You what?
That little Growlithe.
I made friends with a
Nice.
turtle.
Great.
Yeah,
Mhm.
turtle thing that like eats berries and then makes.
Yeah, he baby birds you with the
Oh.
berries.
A juice
You gotta,
turtle.
like, you gotta-
It's worth noting that whenever he went in for the berry juice, his head stayed out, so he wasn't like pulling it out of himself.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
You sure about that?
Yeah.
So the shell is not part of him. That's a rock he found. Or dug through. We don't know.
They're a mystery.
We'll have to find a new
What
shell.
I said about that was said in Pokemon speak between Pokemon, so like
Got it.
maybe through some research you might be able to learn that, but
Oh, I feel like selecting what Pokemon I want to bring is going to be like selecting spells now. I don't know.
Gotta be like.
Presnick, some days, especially since we've been here, I realize why I've stayed away from Pokemon. and you're the researcher.
Why is that?
No reason.
says the man with a drowsy.
Yeah.
Drow. Yeah, so
Talking about sludge and stuff. Grayson's like, "What?"
you guys kind of begin the walk. Is there anything in particular you're wanting to like go and check out or go and see? Anyone you want to visit?
I'm definitely gonna keep Chomp and Spur out.
Okay.
Is the daimyo? How do I want to say this? I would ask Daichi, or is your family the oldest lineage here?
We all trace back to the original people, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, just if someone else may have had a different family member's information about the history of the clan, it seemed there still is a lot that doesn't make sense.
I know that my family, especially given its unique position, has always been very interested in keeping of the histories and being somewhat of a historian to the nation, at least of the Dinto clan. But others might have other family writings. Wouldn't be surprising, but I don't know of any. No.
Okay. I'll just be. Thank you, Daimyo. I appreciate.
Of course. And please, you can just call me Daichi.
And at this point, I'd like to start trailing behind slightly. Not like obviously, but I would like to be towards the end. And while I trail back, I would like to try to get Mugen to notice me and follow me.
Okay, I say that's easy enough. Mugen's probably on high alert, looking around, checking every area. Maybe even notices you start to fall back and is like checking every now and again, like, what are you doing back there?
Whenever we're out of earshot from everybody. Oh, wait. Because I don't know if Grayson knows this.
What do you not know if Grayson knows?
Say it.
Do it.
Who made the comment about Mugen being found on the island? At one point, somebody made a comment.
Daichi made it, I think.
Mm-mm.
I think
It was.
We all heard that
Homeboy
comment,
when we
though.
first found the dog. We talked about.
he didn't.
He was just casually.
This session you're talking about?
No.
okay.
Because there was a comment earlier. I think it was between Yamato and Mugen when they were alone conversing, and Will
mean
just didn't
Gerudo?
ask for you. No. Whenever he was talking to Yamato.
Oh, gotcha.
Before though.
No, not before. It was after when they were interrogating. You went in to talk to him when he was chained up. Right after he'd been captured, like the session after.
Oh, that
And I
might
think it
make
was mentioned
sense.
then, so I don't think Grayson would know.
No, because specifically, if that is when it happened, I was outside when he was being interrogated.
Yeah, you guys. He was alone with Yamato, I think, when that was said.
So I'll still continue to do that. And I'll ask Mugen. So, I don't want to pry or anything, but
Good. Don't.
Gerudo completely
Okay,
ignore it.
and then back with the group now.
Alrighty. Gerudo made the comment earlier that that wasn't the only Pokemon to have washed up from the islands.
Yeah.
Do you know what he was talking about?
I mean. Yeah. Gene. came from the island.
Like, your gene.
Yeah. He's pretty rare.
Huh. Interesting.
I washed up there too, right? I don't remember that part.
You did. You were both there.
So did I. I'm not a Pokemon.
You
Just to make that clear.
He's a Mr. Mime in disguise.
I'm Mewtwo.
you washed up on the island?
Yeah.
On the islands or from the islands?
That part's a little hazy, but I washed up here.
Fair enough. From the ocean.
Yeah.
And you don't remember anything. And you're sure you're not a Pokemon?
Now we're getting existential. I don't know. How do we know we're all not Pokemon? But
Human. The talking Pokemon.
you see, Grayson?
the anxious Pokemon.
The crippling death Pokemon.
Have you ever
The done with this shit Pokemon.
talking about?
Okay.
Okay.
No, that wasn't. Anyway.
Yeah.
That was,
Yeah. There are. It's more like images, pieces, seemingly unconnected events.
And have you never thought to go to the islands?
Well, no, I mean, shortly after we were found, we were taken in by the Corps, and I kind of just made my whole focus the academy for a while. And as a younger trainee, we were told it was too dangerous to go by ourselves. So I've always wanted to know, but I was just waiting for the right time, I guess.
And upon finding a boy washed upon the beach, did no one ask questions?
There really wasn't many answers I could give.
But not even to you. I mean, nobody went.
Oh, sure, there was. I'm sure there were people who looked for a little while, but once the trail went cold, just kind of accepted that I'm here now.
These people seem very trusting of strangers.
You know, it's funny. We're usually categorized by our stuffy, sort of anti-outsider way of life, but you know, certain individuals, I guess, just have that ability to go beyond.
Well, granted, we had you. They let the three of us here, but this Samuel boy is.
Well, he's local, right?
He's a
he
Ditto
would be
clan
Dento,
member.
yeah.
He's just not from
but
Yasai.
But yeah, he's.
Interesting, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, we like to look at it as the much larger Dento, really. We protect our own. And
Icky's part of Dento?
but we've also accepted that people like you have come to help. In recent years, we've learned that our way of life, while rigid and full of tradition, is not perfect.
That's... as well as everything I've heard since being... That's a crazy story.
Yeah. The truth is, I don't really know where I'm from. I don't remember.
We'll find out one day. And I think at this point, I'll just kind of like join back in with the group. Or like more...
Yeah, catch back up, kind of. Yeah. Anybody else do anything else?
So, Victor, I don't think we've really had a chance to talk. I know where my preferred area of study is, but what is it that you
Mine was evolution stones. So those islands are definitely something I'm interested in.
I'm sorry, you research evolution stones.
Hmm?
You would both you've known each other in the settlement.
Oh,
You guys are both from the settlement.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll say this to Presnick. Victor was supposed to be researching in the Matsuri clan area.
this area just seemed more interesting, to be honest. Okay.
So that as
like
as
I
far-
would know that?
As far as you're aware, yes, he was sent to go in and research the Pokemon in the area of the Matsuri side, while you and the professor stayed back. And then whenever the party went to go and make contact with the Dento, the professor sent you as like a representative of the researchers.
I see. So then why did you find your way here?
Well, they said this place was off limits, and I was like, screw that, I'm gonna go anyway. So I told the professor, and then I just came on this side. So yeah, when we get back, I'm gonna be hiding for a while.
Oh, I just...
I see.
I'm in deep doo-doo.
Oh, no.
I'm going to get scolded. And I don't want that to happen, so...
What do you mean?
You told me a while ago. I know what it's called. I have memories of a place.
Yeah.
Before the wash up.
Yeah.
So.
And honestly, I'm kind of glad
But
I
I
came
mean,
on this
you could
side.
have been purposely withholding that.
Because I got, like, Chomp, I got Del Fuego now, I got Spur, got this cool shark thing we caught in the ocean.
There are certainly many Pokemon here that I've never encountered, and it's added a whole new curiosity to my field of
yes,
study.
Definitely. Especially with the large tentacle. The only, like, really kind of traumatizing thing was that when that Gengar, like, murked that guard. Like, right in front of us. That's pretty traumatizing.
Yeah. And you guys carried his dead body for like 3
Yeah, that
days.
too.
I've carried that with me for a time.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but that was like the first time I've seen like a person,
Die.
yeah, well, murdered.
You get used to it.
Wow, that's fucking dark, Mugen. But yeah.
So, how much time did you spend on the Matsuri side? Is there any sort of insight that you might have?
None.
Oh, you never made it there?
None, no. None.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, like, if a place is forbidden, that's where all the interesting stuff is. So, you know, I had to go to this
I can
side.
certainly relate to some degree.
I know where I'm from.
I came here Not necessarily because it was forbidden, but it wasn't where I was.
Yeah, so when we get back to the settlement, you're gonna have to like vouch for me with the professor. Be like, yeah, it was a good thing that he broke the rules.
Maybe we'll find a couple evolution stones and.
I mean, I've seen evolution stones. I think you were there when they were like selling them for like
Mhm.
a
And-
bunch. But I was like,
10 and
yeah.
10 and 10 shop.
And they said they got
Twin
them from the island, so it's like definitely think we should go there if we have some free time.
Would you all be open to maybe exploring the islands while we wait to hear back about?
Well, I was found. Did I say that? You were asking me.
Yeah,
that
he was
in
in private.
Oh, okay.
So me as Alex, I'm asking because I want to find out. But me as Presnick is like, yeah, evolution
Seems like an
stones.
interesting place to be. I mean, rare Pokemon, evolution stones.
Mhm.
I think that's a wonderful idea, Presnick.
I mean, Del Fuego's from there.
Specifically, Firefly Island. There's a lot of weight.
Okay.
It is very interesting over there, and the docks seem
So,
largely open now, and
But-
someone would be happy to take you.
so before we go there, do we need like clothing or like a permit to go there? Like no, you could just go there.
No,
Without clothes on.
Well, I mean, like I don't know if there's like certain like if it's
Cool
like,
like that.
super hot, so you gotta have to like drink an ice potion or something.
I mean,
Legend
it
of
is
Zelda shit.
it is hot. I would stay.
Fire armor.
I wouldn't go in the lava at the tip of volcano, but
Are you telling me what to do?
as long as as long as you
no! Are you forbidding me from doing something?
as long as you avoid the lava, you're more than capable of going. If you can find someone to take you.
Speaking of which, Daichi, have you ever met a person named what was
Sam?
his name?
Sam? With an Eevee?
Oh, I just had it in my head.
Going with the Eevee?
No, the Delmise. Kinji?
Kinji.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever met a man named Kinji?
Yes. We all know of Kinji. He is
Look,
he's quite
The
the
most
character.
knowledgeable person in your harbor.
yep, we're advocating him for Harbor Master.
Oh, okay.
My lord.
Once again, same reaction I had, Daichi.
He turns out he was right
Look, I'm tired of the Kinji hate
About the
around this
monster.
place.
about the monster.
Oh, yeah, it was a monster.
We saw it for
Oh, that was
ourselves.
that was you all who fixed what was going on at the docks.
Oh, yeah, remember the guard duty I mentioned earlier? That was...
That was part of
Uh-huh.
it.
Oh.
We volunteered.
Well, thank you.
I'm just letting everyone that I can know that man should be in charge.
Of the
Yes,
docks.
I mean, we'll definitely
And
begin.
only the docks.
I'm thinking he can brand. Hold on.
Daichi kind of gives you a little smile at that.
Grayson fully, like, stopped for a second walking and then kept going.
Hold
as he
on.
said
I
it.
think as he gets settled with the docks, he could branch out. Okay.
I definitely think we'll begin to take what he says more seriously, and maybe there is some more authority in his future if he wants it.
He'll want it.
Just leave it on his boat.
Leave it on his boat. It's his.
Just promise me that in your time as daimyo,
Never getting that shit
you'll
back.
remember to keep an open mind to even those that sound outlandish. Sometimes
Insane, even.
the fresh perspectives are exactly what you need.
Oh, definitely. Especially with everything going on, I have to kind of rethink what I know.
Anyway, Kinji will probably
I
take
thought
us
you- I
out.
thought you broke him again.
No.
Oh.
I was stacking them.
Well, you think Kinji might be getting back right about now?
Sundown, right?
Yeah, I mean it's probably 5 or 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I imagine Delmai's wanted to get him home.
Well, Daichi, if
Sounds like Delmai's might be the
I
way
would
to be in
look
charge.
more into that.
We... Absolutely.
Again, the Kinji hate. Unjustified.
It's fitting that the two researchers, the non-people are like, this dude,
He's
awesome.
legit.
he's got it.
Whatever it is,
he's got it
he's
all
got it.
figured out.
The fucking assassin and then...
and the
politician are
politicians are like, maybe not.
Social skills,
Pump the brakes.
0. But he has been correct
Oh my
on
God.
every issue so far.
All one of them.
All one.
He's batting 1,000. Okay.
But yeah, so you guys want to like make your way to the docks?
We'll drop off Daichi first. But
Okay.
Want to go to Firefly Island, IG?
So
safest place for you.
yeah, as you guys are walking and you go to back to Daichi's house, he's like, well, thank you all. I definitely, you were right, Grayson. I did need this. I really do appreciate it. Everything that you all have done for me and for our city here. It's a great kindness that will not be forgotten. And I want to let you all know that the mission, we got a report back today.
Already.
You did.
Yes, they made contact. And something was angry. But we're expecting to receive some more news.
Something was angry.
Something was angry, and I believe it was the Shade. They just heard loud noises and anger from inside the town hall where you all said that you met the Shade.
Means they're on the right track.
Yes. But we should know more soon. If I see you or if you would like to check in, just let me know. But with that said, I'll let you all have your night back. Oh, did we get a roll?
Yeah, it's a 4.
We got a 4.
So we can add a 4 to any roll.
A 4 to any
Thank
roll.
you, Dungeons and Chronics.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Appreciate
thank you.
that.
They almost needed that to be able to get some Pokemon. They might have gotten a Charmander earlier, but instead they got a Shuckle, and I think it's a better grab.
I mean,
Shuckle's more fun noises to make as a DM
Definitely got more
than
character. Yeah.
Shuckle also just makes more sense for a researcher's party, I think.
Yeah, and for the squad that you're putting together.
Yeah.
I feel like
but
it,
airdropping
awkward
in off
squad.
the
The
Charizard
tanky,
later
yeah.
in the campaign.
That would be. Yeah.
I feel like I could get somebody to craft like a shark fin for Del Fuego and like put it on like a hat.
So you can be part of your shark squad,
I mean, there's only 2 shark Pokemon.
and you
Get your
got
shit
'em.
in together, Game Freak.
But yeah, so Daichi will say, "No, I'll leave you to the rest of your night. Thank you."
My lord.
And he'll turn to go back in, and you guys will start to hear a commotion. A commotion coming from down the road
Like a bad commotion?
towards the entrance of town.
I'm debating if I'm
Does it sound like a struggle?
It's kind of similar to whenever the Ambipalm came into town. People like whispering and like, what's going on? Like, kind of a hush fell over.
Do I hear any
the
Pokemon noises?
the square. Perception check. That's what I was hoping.
It's Mama Shuckle. Come and get her baby.
No.
Took her all day.
19.
I don't know if this creepy music is accurate. It just changed on its own, but we're going with
So
it.
it is. It was very timely. No. I thought you did that on purpose.
I
no,
did not.
No Pokemon noises. Like I said, it's quiet and people are like, "What's going on? What is that? What's happening? Who is that? What's
Has the Daichi
why
walked
do they look
inside?
like that? What's happening?"
I'm letting Zircon out immediately and asking him if he feels a presence near like the Shade.
Immediately there is like that I forget what color it was. It was like a
Deep purple, I
Purple,
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
it's like a deep purple, yeah, and he is pointing in the direction that all the murmurs are coming from.
This is trouble.
And just then you hear someone yell, "Daichi!" As he stops on his way in the door and he turns back down the street.
We don't recognize the voice.
No.
I'll immediately get in front of him.
I'm letting Drowsy out.
And
I'm also letting Lavender out.
Gene,
Yeah.
and then he also holds this ball up and just like thick black smoke pours out onto the ground, and then he just effervesces into Honor.
Give me a perception check.
Who does that?
Haunter.
Spur and Chomper out as well.
Just a little flavor text. Yeah.
Oh no.
He's about to be my ghost radar. Perception check, you
Yep.
say?
Mhm.
I don't think that's what's
The
about.
reactions.
I
of-
don't
of
think that's
what
what's
people
about to
think
happen,
is
Mugen.
happening. Just give me the perception check, and we'll put either confirm this or that.
11.
11.
I'm over here about to break the mic arm.
It doesn't take a super high roll to notice, but his eyes begin to glaze over with this red.
I hit
Haunter's
right
eyes.
back in.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
We'll try that later.
As the Daichi kind of like, the daimyo kind of like looks over you all and looks down the road and he says,
Gene, get ready.
It's the ninja.
What ninja?
And you all recognize this to be one of the ninja that were guarding the daimyo during the attack on his life. One of the one
of the
that
good
he
ones.
The one that he sent, yes, on the mission to relay the information tracking.
Does he look different? Does he look crazy or like he's
Are his
possessed?
eyes red?
Give me another perception check.
Oh, God.
Who?
Yeah, him. Yeah, Mugen, sorry, because he asked
Oh,
first.
Nat 20 for
Yep.
21.
His skin is like gaunt and see-through, and you wouldn't have recognized him if the daimyo hadn't called it out. And in fact, his eyes are a blood red.
My lord, his mind is not his own. Stand behind me.
As he gets closer, he says, "We need to talk. All of us." As he
You
looks
can
at the
talk
whole
from
group.
there.
Oh, way over there.
Speak.
Not in the streets.
Okay. Would I know of any immediate sort of like
The
Neutral
bottom of the
grounds.
daimyo's house used to be the ninja headquarters, so there's
Yeah, I was just about to
there's
say.
interrogation rooms there if you wanna. I mean,
sort
also
of-
right next door is the guards' headquarters as well. If you wanna
Okay.
go there, either one.
Hana and Gerudo are not in this crowd that we've seen
No.
so far?
If you want privacy, and you don't mind being this far apart, then perhaps we can clear the streets and talk here. I don't like the idea of being in close quarters with who I believe is the same person that offed someone in front of me.
We don't have time.
Do his eyes look bloodshot or do they look unnaturally red?
They look like the Haunter and Ghastly's eyes whenever you guys encounter them across the wall.
Okay, fine. My lord, the old interrogation rooms under your cellar.
Of course. You might want to hold him as he sends out Bugs, his Venomoth, and he says string shot as he wraps him up. And he's like, we might need to carry him in. And he doesn't make any struggle to stop this or anything. He's wrapped up in the
Okay,
web.
I'll go get him.
Yeah, and you guys carry him into an interrogation.
As soon as I grab him, though, I get close to his face like this and I say, if you try anything, it's over for you.
I'm only the messenger. As he says, kind of strained.
I'll just grab him.
You said the guards' quarters are next door.
Mm-hmm.
Where?
That
Uh-huh.
daimyo, that guard's quarters.
Oh, dope.
He let that dough.
I'm gonna have Drowsy go try to get Gerudo and Hana to come over and meet us.
What is this rickety looking place?
The inn
Okay,
and the ramen shop.
gotcha.
Daytime.
Is it daytime?
No,
Evening time.
Yeah, I'll fix it.
Yeah,
Where you
we're
wanna
about
go?
to go see
I wanna be able to
Kenji
see
and they
both those
stopped us
buildings.
because we all know he's
That's
the
all.
real OG.
True. Kinji is the shade.
Wouldn't that be a plot twist?
Nah, he's a cat murderer.
So you guys are going into the ninja interrogation.
Yes.
Yeah. So you guys are in there.
Yeah, I'll follow him last and send Jarlzine.
I just kind of plop
And
him in
he's-
whatever chair is
Yeah.
there.
And he's sitting at the table. The daimyo sits across from him, and I
Yeah.
guess the rest of you are kind of.
I'll post up
Flanking him.
in between them, basically, just like on the side.
I'm
You
standing
you
at the
notice
door.
when you're holding him, he's like his breathing is incredibly labored.
He's dying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably, to your best estimate. And once everyone's there, he jerks and his,
Oh my god, he's gonna blow up.
and then this smile comes across his face. Greeting, friends.
You are no friend of mine.
Learning new tricks, huh?
Unfortunately, this matter of speaking has its limitations.
Jesus, this guy again.
And I can't hear you, but I trust that my messenger has gathered you all here for me.
You big stupid bitch.
It's so
Dumbass.
good to see you all again.
Sorry. He said he couldn't hear us. So.
I told you we were not enemies. And I meant that. But if you get in my way again, you'll regret it. When we met last, you were looking for a certain someone. And I helped you. Now, there was some tension. Things got a little nasty. But I want you to know that the more bodies you send me, the stronger I will get. Yesai's time is limited. And Mando cannot help you. They don't even know what you're going through. Your message never reached them, Daichi. We intercepted it. You seem to have a lot of knowledge on us. It's a shame I couldn't take those maps back sooner. I would like to reassure you all, though. There's time. Your lives are still yours for now. I simply wish for all of us to be whole again. We knew of the settlement's meeting with Mando, and we're uninterested in it. We would not have attacked and tried to steal those plans. This really was that damned smoke bandit. They only seek power and chaos. We seek unity. If you're still after them, I can tell you their location. They're north. North beyond Yesai and Saishin and Miando. North even beyond the mountains. If you're still after them, we won't bother you as you pursue them. But you must pursue them! And leave me alone. Stay out of my way. And I'll stay out of yours. And then the voice shifts to a more even tone. Now, for my dear Daichi. As you see the daimyo's eyes widen. It's been such a long time Son, I wish for you to join me soon. It would have been much sooner had it not been for Yamato's ignorance. But no matter. We'll be together soon enough. Remember what I taught you. As you see the face begin to twist and twitch and like reel. And then the smile returns. With that, this vestige has served its purpose. And this meeting is nearing its end, as does our wonderful time together. I look forward to being whole with you all again. Goodbye! As the body just drops limp.
Okay, before the body drops limp, can I walk up to it and grab its hand? And I'm thinking about the time that I used Drowsy to communicate with the tentacle.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see, without Drowsy here, if by touching his hand, some other form of like communication or something may happen.
Give me an intelligence or wisdom check. Your choice.
Nope, that's Drowsy.
I forget we have 4.
And you do have the 4 in the chat.
I'm using the 4 in the chat. It's a 20.
Dirty 20?
Yeah.
So,
20.
That's one less than
as
the
you
other.
reach through the webbing and grasp its hand, we'll say that this happens near the end of the speech, just before he's saying
I figure
his.
Grayson realizes something's about to like. He's about to like.
He's
Turn red.
yeah, he's laughing, and as he says, like, our meeting's nearing its end, you walk up and grasp his hand.
Yeah, because
So
I'm not
there's-
trying to like hold. I'm just quick.
So you're acting on instinct, and you're just trying to channel any kind of mental or psychic energies.
If you want me to be specific,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about that he just spoke in a different voice and referred to the daimyo as his dad. No, as like
His son. Yeah.
right, son. Yeah, backwards. And whenever we were with Amano, he referred to Amano as his brother. No, he said mom and dad say hi.
Mm-hmm.
I'm focusing on those thoughts.
Okay. As you grasp his hand and Drowsy's outside of the room or in the room?
I sent Drowsy to get Hana and Gerudo. So if you said waited until everybody was here, I didn't know if that referred to us or also Hana and Gerudo. So if they were able to make it in by the time we like started interrogating, then Drowsy's with us.
They
If not,
wouldn't have.
okay, that's yeah. It's just me and Bloodkip.
As you grasp his hand, similar to whenever Sinisty showed you what it feels like to be under this thing's control, this kind of anger followed by deep nothingness, you start to feel that, and then you remember these individual moments with Amano, and just now with the daimyo, and you focus on the daimyo's words, or the shade's words when addressing the daimyo, and specifically the "remember what I taught you." And you're shown visions of the very same journals that you were all perusing in the daimyo's office. Flashes of the office in these journals and pages flipping, and it's hard to tell exactly what pages are what words, but it's a bunch of flashes and events, and then just a darkness falling over Yasai coming from the north. Before he says, his final words and drops, and then you're taken out of it.
Whenever I grabbed his hand, did they react to me grabbing it?
No.
Okay.
What the fucking fuck?
Presnick,
That's creepy.
You see the daimyo stand up and walk out.
Do you really think that's a good idea right now?
He lives here.
He's gone.
what did he teach him? What does he know?
Would that ring a bell in the journals I read earlier today?
Yeah, because he read the journals. I
Give
read the history.
me history or insight.
Oh, it's like I'm getting so like excited right now. I'm cold. I'm like,
It is a little chilly in here, but yeah.
18.
18.
no.
There were talks in the journals of his time with his dad, and things that he taught him about leading his people, but nothing that particularly stands out to you.
Okay.
And you went over those journals pretty thoroughly.
Would you roll?
I can't help but to feel like there's something we're not being told.
I'm not waiting around. I'm at hear this. I'm following the daimyo.
Okay. As you walk out the door, you see him going up the stairs back to where his office is.
Okay. Daimyo. What did he mean? What did he?
I have to look at what. I have to look at something. There's something that
Do you need help?
I have to get to the books. I have to get to the books. And he's just walking
I'll
into
keep
his
following
office.
If he lets me in, I'll keep following him in the office.
Yeah. He doesn't even he'll walk in and door open. He's not shutting the door behind him.
Okay.
As he's pulling journals off the shelf and he's flipping through and he's trying to find something.
I'll start at the other end and start flipping through.
Yeah. Everyone else still in the interrogation room, or
Every time he finishes reading a journal, I'll go through that journal.
okay?
I don't know. I don't want to stand there with another dead body.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's just this dude on a.
Definitely also
Table.
like Grayson
I'm gonna
dipped out.
The assassin who's used to corpses apparently.
I am gonna check his pulse real quick just to be sure.
Yeah, give me a medicine check. I haven't used that.
It's a 2.
Dead as hell.
He's
the last blood.
cold.
You're holding his foot.
He's cold and
4 total. 4
He's
total.
cold and stiff.
Already?
You don't know
Then
human medicines, but you're like, he seems like he's been dead for a while.
I'm rushing out the door anyway. I'm like, is anyone a doctor? We need medical help. Anyone? Someone send for help.
Drowsy is also.
They're
getting
all
on
just
Naruto.
kind of looking around, and one of them runs in and is like, I can. What do you need?
This man just collapsed. I believe he was possessed by some creature, possibly. He's not looking well. We need to offer him as much assistance as we can.
It's at this moment that the door swings open to the ninja, what's left of the ninja headquarters. Someone says, "They got to him! They got him! He's gone!
They got who?
Yamato!"
Oh no.
I knew it.
At Bolt.
You're running out the door?
To whatever I knew his last known position was.
Yeah, you wouldn't. I mean, your best guess would be Gerudo knew, or this guard might know. The one who came in and said that they got him.
Where?
He was in, and he gives you a location of like a street name and a road number, and you're like, I know that place.
Come on, Gene, let's go.
Yeah.
Victor, I'm going with him. Stay with the daimyo.
No, oh my god.
Split the party.
Better than 1 and 3, man.
Yeah.
2v2, we stand a chance.
I can't see it.
So what? And you're not staying with the body, but you're going up to the daimyo.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, because I'm thinking the guy that escaped is gonna go straight for the daimyo.
Yeah. Okay. You are flipping through books. Give me Did I have you roll for that already, or no?
What? No.
For flipping through books. Give me an investigation check.
No. Okay. Grayson might realize something if
And I was not expecting this right near the end.
8.
8.
You don't find anything, but that's because Daichi finds it first.
Okay.
You're going through books after he has, and after you put one down, he reads something and he closes it and grabs the book that you just put back down and flips back through it again. And he goes, here it is. Here. Oh, shit. And he just kind of sits back in his chair as he's reading through it. And then we're going to cut to...
Okay, wait, I do have... This isn't me doing anything.
Yeah.
The door's still open.
Unless Victor closes it on his way in.
No, so that's what... No. So this is in between what just happened.
Okay.
Before he comes up, whenever they're splitting, do I hear the guard yelling from outside about
Perception
they got
check.
Yamato?
Nope.
6.
No, you're too enthralled in these books
Yeah.
trying to find things. Your mind's going a mile a minute. You're likely focusing on too many things, and you realize at some point that like probably why you missed whatever
Yeah.
the Daichi's looking at
Yeah.
is that you were just kind of glazing over, flipping pages, but not really reading anything. But yeah, we'll
On our way to the position he gave,
Mm-hmm.
I will be looking for and leading. You're with me, right?
Oh, I'm right behind you as best I can.
Okay, so I'll basically just say follow my lead, and I'm trying on in between here and there. Any old ninja escape routes or hiding places that I know about that Yamato might use to try and shade whatever guard's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start trying to dig those out and see if he's there.
Yeah, give me investigation check with advantage. I'll say because you know of these places and you've got help. God, somebody see where the fuck Garudo is. Well, you sent Drowsy after him.
I know, but I'm back.
22.
Oh no!
I know all of these things.
Yeah, you're quick but thorough.
Yeah.
You know where they are. You turn them over. You even some of them instead of checking, you just throw an absent knife into it. That if someone's in there, you're just gonna take them out.
Some random.
And then you hear
homeless
them clang down and nothing as on your way to this
Okay.
these locations. And yeah,
You're moving so fast. Like at one point, you throw the knife and you share, ooh, and you keep going out of instinct, but you're like, wait, no.
and it's Presnick. He stubbed his toe.
Ah, sorry.
Damn it.
You're so damn fast.
Yeah, and it's at this point that we'll catch up with Drowsy. As Drowsy walks into the guard, rewinding a little bit, walks into the guard tower, or the guard headquarters. Dro.
Oh my god, did that motherfucker put... Go ahead.
And you see Hana. Oh, hey
okay,
friend.
Hana's there. Okay.
Are you you're with those four, aren't you? Dro.
Yes.
And she's like, did you need something? And I'm assuming Drowsy would motion like, Drowsy. This way.
Oh, the best personality. I love
And
it.
she begins to follow it. And she's like, oh, okay. Is it, can I send someone else? And Dro is pointing to her. And so she's like, oh,
Drowsy doesn't see Garudo.
no, he's not in there.
Okay.
And so, so then,
Dude, that's why I asked him the question of the guard. Go ahead.
so then Hana begins to follow, and you guys might not have seen her rushing out, but she was about halfway to the daimyo's house when everything went down and you guys ran out. Drowsy sees you guys run out and rushes into the daimyo. And
as much as a Drowsy
it's
can.
at this point that Hana follows and finds you guys in
Okay.
the Daichi's office.
Oh my god, Hana, okay, I'm so glad you're awake. Okay, so listen, long story short, this guy showed up, he was possessed by who we think was the Shade, and then he said something weird to the Daichi, and Yamato's escaped. Do you know where Garudo is?
He was checking on Yamato.
You need to
and
go
she
find-
runs.
yeah.
She turns and runs out of the door.
I'll give Drowsy a hug and be like, thank you, buddy.
Dro. He's like trying to calm you. He's like, Dro. He puts a hand on your chest. He's like,
Welcome to the Ninja Corps.
Dro.
Oh, no,
and
I'm
he begins to
shuffled.
like try to put you to sleep, and you're like, no.
Yeah. He knows I am stressed out right now. Yeah, and then I'll just sit with the daimyo and begin to figure out what he's reading.
And you're looking over his shoulder, and it's reading it. It's talking a lot about the minerals found in the mountains.
Cipher.
Okay.
And it's about this time that you guys make it to the hideout, or the location that Yamato would have been at. Door still closed.
I will give a knock.
No answer. But it does
Lights
creak
on.
open a little bit.
I'll push in.
Yeah. As you push it the rest of the way in, because of the way that you guys because of the way that you guys approached this house, the door facing the daimyo's house is towards the north of town, and this house was towards the south, and the door is facing the north. So you come up on the front door of the house basically. As you open it, the whole back and even some of the ground is gone, in like a sphere kind of shape.
Deleted.
Yeah.
Unnaturally so.
Yeah. And Gerudo is. Give me a perception check, both of you.
He better be knocked out or dead, as far as I'm concerned.
Not good. A 5.
What'd you say? Perception?
Perception.
How dead is he? He dead.
Yeah. He better be dead. DED dead.
19.
You see, a body limp against the edge of the sphere, and another body to the right with Hariyama standing over it.
Both humanoid.
Both humanoid.
I'll go to the.
As you look at the body lumped against the wall to the left, you realize that it's half of it is there. The other half was on the edge of that sphere and
it's been just deleted.
Been deleted with it.
I don't think Nintendo would let you do this.
Jesus Christ.
As you rush over to the other body, Hariyama instinctively and then sees who you are, and just kind of like motions towards a Captain Gerudo without a left arm.
I'll immediately go to suture if he's bleeding out.
Mm-hmm. Give me a medicine check.
Not today.
Good at unaliving people.
Right.
Yeah.
I go back outside just like I was earlier. I'm like, we need a doctor.
There's no one. There's no one around. You do your best to wrap and pull it tight, just to kind of like cut off the blood flow. Hariyama even kind of helps you get it tight if you instruct him to.
Get Vegeta.
Can you carry him?
Yeah, and he picks him up.
Can I check? Is he still alive?
Yeah, I'll say with your 7, you were able to tell that he's breathing. Like that's
he's
easy
just
enough to hear, but he's
Passing
at,
from the vein.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use rock salt. That might help.
Oh God.
Literally.
And Hariyama's
Double slap.
wake up slap is a move.
Oh,
But,
no, don't wake
We'll
him
use
up.
that later.
yeah.
Don't wake him up.
But yeah. And what
Okay.
he's
We're
picked
just
him
gonna
up.
get him out of here.
You do know. I mean,
I'm
there
sure
was
we'll encounter
there
Hana
was
on the street.
there was like a medical corps watching after the Growlithe, and you would know that they also treat
Yeah, we'll
other
go there.
injuries. Yeah.
Del Fuego, correction.
Sorry, Del Fuego. And as you guys rush out of the house, Captain Gerudo in hand, and Daimyo coming to some realization about minerals. That's where we'll end it.
They crave that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm glad you guys got this far. I was gonna
Me
let you guys
too.
go as far as you wanted in the directions of what you wanted to do today, and that wrapped up pretty nicely to get you guys right here.
What a session.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Tune in next time. Usually once a month. We try to do the first Wednesday of every month to see what this all means. It was a lore dump heavy episode.
Hey, I was here for it. I've been
heavy.
fiending for some lore on the Pokemon campaign. I wanted to know what was happening.
Glad to finally give it, because this is There's
I know.
there's a lot.
And now I have like 2 1,000-piece puzzles in my brain to solve.
There was a lot of setup to get you guys here, and now
And like the coffee table's only big enough for like half of each of them.
yeah.
Well,
Smash them together.
like Sam said, catch us next time we play the Pokemon campaign. But we are here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. playing some kind of D&D, whether it is this campaign or our other campaign that we run at 7 p.m. Central Time every Wednesday. Until next time, go out there and make some chaos. Bye!
Bye.